What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Bro, low-key felt like I ain't done that in a minute, man. It was kind of weird. I was like, man, I've missed it.
It's been a minute.
It has, man. And shout out to you, though. You come back drippier than ever. Holy smokes, bro. That T-shirt you saw as soon as you pulled up in here, man. You caught me off guard. I couldn't even stay focused. I was like, whoa, baby, that's drippy right there. I like that right there. That was clean. That was
It's not bad. It's definitely not bad.
Yo, man. Got the whole fit going on today, though, man. So salute you as always, man. Like I said, man, it's been a minute,
Well,
though.
you know what? To be honest, I had a really nice black button down on earlier.
He was coming here business casual?
Well, I was gonna wear it. I definitely was.
Okay.
But then I think I realized, I was like, I think this thing's too small. But here's the thing that pisses me off. It's a brand new shirt.
Uh-oh.
And when I bought it, it fit really nice. Threw it in the wash real quick to get out the wrinkles.
Yeah.
I put it on cold too. I think I had it as a like it's one of those.
Right. I'm with you.
What do you call it? Rayon.
Okay, yeah.
Rayon material.
Uh-huh.
I need to get those things to stop shrinking. I swear, all those style of shirts that I've ever gotten, I like them too.
Yeah.
It's like that nice button-down swag. They always shrink. I put it on cold. I might need to start hand washing my clothes. I think that's what I figured out. I'm telling you, this thing fit perfect when I first got it. And then I put it in the wash. I throw it on. I'm like,
did you dry it?
No.
I'm about to say, yeah, because I'm about to say,
Absolutely not.
usually the dry is where it's like real touch and go, but
Cold, delicate.
that sounds
Take it out,
right,
throw it on. I was
yeah.
like, all right, it's still, I think it kind of fits. But then as I go on through the day, I'm like, nah, this thing's small. I gotta probably order another one, size up, and maybe start hand washing it.
That
I'm
is
pissed off.
interesting,
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie. I don't know if
could
anyone has
definitely-
washing tips for delicate clothes out
Seriously,
here. But yeah,
man, I could definitely understand that, man. That is not cool, but I did like the fact that you had on, you know, your vintage Steelers shirt right there. I'm not sure which Super Bowl that was celebrating right there, but I feel like that's during the glory years, though,
what's
right?
funny is, the Big Ben they have on this, he's rocking a Keller Rush jersey.
You're low key right,
It's a Keller Rush jersey.
and I see TP with the Reebok.
But to answer your question, this is the 09 Steelers.
Okay.
Now
09.
this picture 7. This is probably why they got him in the
Yeah.
Keller Rush. They got him front and center. He's throwing up the love you sign.
Yeah,
to Heinz
that's his
Field and
thing.
all the
You know, that's
Steeler
his thing.
fans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why they kind of had a creative leniency right there.
For sure.
And threw a Keller Rush jersey on the 09 Steelers.
Well, when I seen the shirt, I wasn't sure which Super Bowl it was from, but unfortunately, we did lose a member of one of our Super Bowl teams. This was actually, I believe it was Monday time frame. They said that Clark Haggins passed away, man. Everybody remembers Clark. Was it 3rd round draft pick out of Colorado State, Super Bowl champion here. Just really good player, man. When you talk about what he brought to the table, we talk about just that time frame, man, and you know, just seeing him pair back up with a guy like Peasy and just being back under this type of defense, stuff like that, and then to have the success that he did have, you know, for him to pass away at 46, I mean, it's definitely a tragedy. Still don't have a ton of information in terms of what actually transpired, but ultimately they did say that he passed away on Monday night, man. So we definitely wanted to just give him a moment of silence, man, because we know, you know, the impact that he had on the field, but also off the field here, man. So one time for Clark Haggins, man. All right, R.I.P. to Clark. And excuse me, I said 3rd round. I meant 5th round. Peasy was 3rd. About to say it was back-to-back years, though, man. But, yeah, man.
Yeah, he was a good player. Like
Absolutely,
you said.
dude.
He was
Absolutely,
a really good
man.
player. And actually one of those OGs, too, to make the trek over to Pittsburgh West.
Come on, man.
I just wanted to
You
check
gotta
the
do
timeline
that.
real quick.
You know you
It was
gotta do
07. He went from
Pittsburgh
07
West.
to 08, so that's
You
one of the
know
OGs.
You got to take that trip, man.
That was like the early Wisenhunt era over with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He actually lasted with them for 4 years.
No, he did. He definitely did, man. But everybody talks about, you know, the 05 season for him, man, where he definitely was balling out, the 9 career sacks. I think it was a career high for him that season as well, man.
Yeah.
And just helping them in terms of the Steelers reach the Super Bowl and stuff like that, man. But no, man, without a doubt, man, Clark was definitely one of them good guys here, man, that did what he's supposed to do, man. Produced on the field like he was supposed to, man. And when you talk about some of them dope memories, he is a part of a lot of that as well, man.
Yeah, really unfortunate. 46. Damn.
Yeah, that's young, dude. It's young.
That's sad.
Yeah. But it's one of them things, man, when you talk about tomorrow not being promised, man, just one of those constant reminders, man. It's unfortunate that we have these reminders like this, but that's definitely one of those ones, man. So, like I said, man, just love on the ones you love. Tell them, you know, something nice, because you just never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, I just remember him being a really good player on those defenses.
No, seriously, man.
And I think that 08 defense was probably the best defense I've ever witnessed. But like that 04, 05, 06 defense, man, yeah, it was like him, Porter on the other side. You had Foot, Ferrier. That was a good linebacking crew right there.
No, definitely
it was good.
Man.
Like, it was solid.
No.
Porter got most of the recognition with the Pro Bowls and stuff. No. Ferrier, he finally started to get some recognition at times. But still, Haggins and Foot, they were no scrubs.
No, without a doubt.
They were really good.
Without a doubt, man. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But yeah, man, it's always tough, man. Always tough. But like I said, man, we are glad that we at least got to experience him here in Pittsburgh, man. And like we said, man, get a chance to celebrate his life today, man. So salute Clark, and just amazing lifetime, man. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right. So no easy way to transition, so I'm just going to hop right into this thing, man. I was back out there on that course today, Deke. I'm just letting you know. I had my driving lesson. I hit some shots today, Deke. I'm eyeing you up, bro. I just want to let you know that. The consistency is nowhere where it needs to be for me to talk like how I'm talking, but I've hit too many good shots today and the past couple of times I've been playing now. I'm feeling myself, Deke. Okay? I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling really good about it, too. I just want to let you know that. I need that rematch. I need to see you out there at some point in time soon. I need that. I just need to know if it's real or not. You feel me? Because, like, I done hit some shots, and I'm like, hey, man. Deke, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to ball out when you ain't got no pressure on you, baby. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, how you going to react when I hit me one of them. Because I done seen you hit some shots before, but you ain't seen me hitting no shots before. You know what I mean? That's the one, Deke. I'm just throwing it out there, baby. All right?
I really want to come back with an arrogant answer, but I've been around the game of golf too much, too. I'm humble.
No, it would.
I'm humble about the game of golf.
It will so humble you. Oh my!
I actually played pretty good yesterday, but wouldn't be surprised if I shoot bad the next time I'm out.
And full transparency, man, I get why people say golf humbles you, because for a fact, like, as much as I laugh and I'm talking, smack right now, I literally would go, all right, let me hit 5 just clean bombs, right? But then the moment I tell myself, all right, let's stop, reset. Oh, yeah, I'm going to kill this one right here. That's when I'm chunking it, hitting it there, something apart. You know what I mean? Just something goes off, and now it's like 2-3 shots before I could get back to my rotation again. But just know, man. Just know. I done hit some shots, Deke. I done hit, like, now that I've seen me hit them, I know it's possible. At first, I didn't think it was possible. I thought that you were a unicorn in certain elements because I just could not ever get the ball that you see. My ball would never go in the air.
There's a lot of golfers better than me out in the world.
Well, you're my favorite right now, okay? All right?
All right.
You, DD Smalls, and Dom. Y'all, all of my 3, all right?
Am I your goat out of those 3?
Well, who won the head up between you and DD?
I don't remember.
All right, whoever won the head up is my 1, and then that's my 2, and then Dom is my 3, all right?
Numbers on the scorecard were a little blurry. Don't remember.
Oh, good.
I think I was hungover, maybe.
But, whoever won that match is my 1. Then whoever, was running up is 2. Yeah. But just know, man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, Deke.
All right, put it to work out on the course.
Hey. Just know, man. Just know. It's going to happen soon, though. It's going to happen soon. But, man, what's going on in your life, man? Everything good with you, though?
Yeah, outside of my shirt shrinking on me.
Yeah, other than that, man, life is good?
Yeah, it is. I'm just trying to take inventory of what happened these last, 4 or 5 days. It's all blur.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes.
Yeah, the weekend was fun.
Yeah.
Just some golf and Father's Day.
Father's
Day. U.S. Open. U.S. Open.
Low-key was Father's Day.
U.S. Open was pretty good.
Shout out, hey. I like the U.S. Open again too, man. I like the fact that when I could watch guys actually make shots or actually hit some shots that put them in some positions that I've been in on the course, I just felt a little bit more like, okay, I'm not as terrible as I thought I was. Because I didn't think professional golfers would get into the rough at times. But shoot, the one dude, was it Fowler? No.
He fell apart.
It was somebody I saw on the end, man. I'm like, yo, he's hitting from a spot that I definitely I would be hitting from. Difference was he killed it. He twitched his little club up, laid it up like it was nothing. Whereas me, I would have been, still swinging away. But it was just crazy. I'm like, all right, okay, I see some of this going on. I like this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really good. And it seemed like they toughened. I don't know what they changed about the course conditions, but scores pretty much remained the same after those first 2 rounds. If not, I think went down a touch. Because he won. What did he win at? I think he won at 10 under, Wyndham Clark. And, like, after the first day, Ricky Fowler was 8 under. Yeah. Fowler and Schauffele were 8. So people were worried. They're like, oh, man, it's just going to get up to, like, 16, 17, 18, 20 under. Like, we don't want to see this for U.S. Open because everyone loves the U.S. Open because they want to see the stuff that you're talking about. They want to see pros mess up and be in spots that they are whenever they go out and play on a Saturday or Sunday.
It did make me feel so much better seeing it. I don't know why.
The U.S. Open is considered typically the toughest tournament all year round. But there have been, I looked in the past, over the last like 10 years, there have been some low scores actually. Now when they come to Oakmont, you're not going to see low scores. They're going to make sure of that. Dustin Johnson won at 4 under in 2016. In 2007, 5 over won. Yeah, Angel Cabrera. Tiger Woods got second. He was 6 over.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Is it all just about how they make that particular hole and stuff
how
like that?
fast they make the greens, how long they make the holes, how high they make the rough. It's all that.
Jeez. I'm learning, though, bro. I'm learning. So, I like that, though, baby. I like that. And today, man, we got plenty we got to talk about, too, man. We got a new signing. Got some wide receivers we got to react to. We also got this here Core 32 player list, man, that we're going to get into, man. So, definitely excited about all of this, man. It's going to be a good day, though. It's definitely a good day. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, let's get into some of these shout-outs.
I'm about to say, let's go, man. Y'all know how we start the show, man. Let us know where you are tuning in from so we can give those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And y'all already know, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you have not done so just yet.
Well, as I'm searching for some of these location shout-outs, some people are giving me suggestions here.
Uh-oh.
They're saying dry clean. Problem is, literally on the tag of a couple of these shirts,
it says don't dry clean.
Don't dry clean.
Yeah.
Now, I do have one of them that says dry clean only, so I will follow those instructions. But, I mean, damn, what do I think I got to hand wash these clothes.
Yeah, because it does, I know what you're saying.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
I'm throwing it in the shower.
Yeah.
Or not the shower. I'm throwing it in the washer. They're in the washer. Cold, delicate cycle. I think there is one more I could go, go to gentle or something like that. In terms of easiness of the cycle. Yeah. But I don't know if I want to risk it again.
You bring up a good point. If it's shrinking on delicate
and cold.
Yeah. That's the perfect combo.
Like I said, there is one more I could go. I think it's gentle. I don't know if I trust it. I need to go on some YouTube tutorials how to hand wash clothes. I'm going back in time. Definitely going back in time here.
Get your little clothesline, man. Hang them up and stuff, and you be good.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause these are nice shirts, man. I like the shirts I'm getting. I like some of the gear I've been getting.
I'm about to say, man, if you purchase
I want to keep.
You don't want it to get messed
up. The reason I'm getting it too is all right, this is gonna be a staple in my wardrobe for the next however many years.
Yeah.
This is a long-lasting type of clothing piece.
Bro, I like how your mind work right there. You said this
a black button down. A black button down.
Years. I like your energy,
that should be a staple in my wardrobe for the next 5 to 10 years.
I'm with you.
As long as the piece holds up, right?
Yeah.
As long as the actual material holds up.
And you stay in frame, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Kenneth Moses, 757. Salute from Virginia Beach.
Duh crib. Let's go. 7-5.
Fellas, is there a move left?
Seriously, we always got moves though. Y'all know we got moves.
I think so.
Left.
I think there's one more.
It's another move. It's multiple moves. You know we got action still.
John Easton, 412, Crafton at the gym.
Shout out to Crafton. Let's get it, man. And shout out to the gym as well, man. Health is wealth. You know that.
Whistle Pig, 412 via 214.
Shout out. Whistle Pigs.
Ryan McPherson, 480, Gilbert, Arizona. I'm off today, so I don't have to multitask with work and watching the show.
Hey, salute you for being off today, man. Let's go. And hope everybody that was off these past couple of days, or not past couple of days, but if you was off on at least Juneteenth, the federal holiday.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, man. You know? Because like I said, we don't work holidays. You know that.
No, it was nice.
Come on, man.
Brian Quinton R., 862 Lincoln Park, New Jersey.
Shout out to Lincoln Park.
Pat P is really fired up.
No, he is, though. And I like it, though, man.
I don't blame him. Bart Basquiato, 805 Thousand Oaks, Cali. I be hanging my clothes on a clothesline using that Cali sun. Yeah, but that's not my problem. My problem is actually washing it.
Yeah.
Joe Gerbis, 580, Ada, Oklahoma. Checking in. Glad I was able to catch a stream.
Shout out, man. We're glad you're able to catch it, too. Let's go.
See, now Kenneth Smith is saying, Deke, don't put him in the dryer. Hang him up to dry. It's not the dryer.
It's not the dryer. He's literally just been washing it. Yeah.
Nope, washing it. Hang it up.
All right.
Wait till it dries.
Another question.
Shrinks.
When you wash your clothes, how long are they sitting in there before you actually pull them out?
Ooh. I might have been out of the house whenever that was done. It wasn't too long.
Yeah.
It might have been an hour.
That's the only thing I think of every once in a while. I know they say like
that could have been it.
Well, because they say like with certain things, they're not supposed to like lay on themselves when they're wet. That sounds really just y'all catch. If we talking clothes, all right, but yeah, you ain't supposed to lay on it. That's what they said. Like you ain't supposed to lay on itself. I know like with some of like my jerseys and stuff, like you just wash them because they say don't take them to the dry cleaners. I was like, all right, wash it, but then like yo, you gotta make sure you get it out. Once it's done, don't let it just sit there and lay on itself. I was like, all right. So I'm always like, all right, how much time is left? All right, just sit here and listen for it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wait too long, I think it starts like smelling bad with like mildew and stuff. But that was like, it wasn't too long. It was like an hour or so. Yeah. Like I got back home and they were still in there and I pulled them out. Yeah. But, you think that could have been it?
I don't know. The fact that you say you're just washing it and with the settings you have it on, that's like
came in brand new.
Yeah.
Wash it just to get the wrinkles out.
Yeah.
Like the folded up wrinkles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled out. I mean, it felt like a size smaller probably. At least half a size smaller.
Because like you said, I get if you're pre-shrinking it, but that's drying it. Not washing it.
Yeah. Cold and delicate.
Yeah. The fact that's happening when you're washing, yeah.
I told you, it's that rayon material.
Question. Did you try the shirt on before you put it in the wash?
I did. It was the perfect fit. I was loving it. I was loving it.
Because I was like, maybe you just bought the wrong size, man.
I could tell the difference once I threw it back on after it being washed.
Yikes.
I could feel the difference.
Okay.
Like, it felt a little bit more loose before. Yeah, it felt like it felt like the perfect fit. I was like, oh, nice. Picked the exact size I needed.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. I'll figure this out at some point. I'll give you guys updates.
I like it, man. We're invested now. Just know that.
I will say a couple more here. Bink the Patuzzi, 412 Oakland.
Let's go Oakland in the house. Mm-hmm.
Mike Hood, 614. What up?
Sad.
And then we'll say who else we got here? Hannibal. Oh no. Peace and blessings, Deke Moats, chat fam. Checking in from 770 at physical therapy. My arm's screwed up.
Well, shout out to you in the 770 and at physical therapy. Hope it is helping you out, man. You know, arm screwed up. Yeah, hopefully it gets unscrewed for you then, man. All right. But yeah, enjoy that rehab, baby. Enjoy that rehab. I like it.
Well, we got some supers rolling in.
All right, let's tap in real quick.
Jermaine.
Shout out to Jermaine.
Big Ben podcast, ?
Uh-oh.
Moats the Demon Slayer EP, ?
Talking about the episode. I have not seen it just yet, man. I got to get the last couple. I got you, though. I have not checked it just yet, though.
Is he talking about TJ's episode on Big Ben?
I don't know. Is that what he's talking about?
That was Big Ben's most recent one.
All right, what happened? Was it so good, right?
I didn't really watch it yet.
Oh.
There was, I forget. There might have been one or two things I did want to check out. It's been making some headlines.
Okay.
I'm sure it was a good one.
I'm sure it was well,
Got
man.
two goats in there.
TJ and Ben. Come on, man. You can't go wrong with neither one of them. Let's get it.
Tito Whitaker gifted one Arthur Metz membership to Pittsburgh Toddy, 86.
Man, shout out to Tito Whitaker being a dope individual. And Pittsburgh Toddy, 86. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed.
David Dupree says, Deke shot an 82. I shot a 76.
Oh.
But to his credit, he had already played 18 holes in the morning before we played 18 in the afternoon. I did a shot challenge that morning, too, now that I think about it.
You was getting after it.
And I owed 5 on that shot challenge.
Yikes. That's real.
I think I drank them all within like 20 minutes. No, actually, I didn't. No, I played pretty good whenever I was playing with Dede. Yeah. I played pretty good.
Is it 82? Like, is that on?
I'll take an 82 all day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take low 80s. Anything like 83 and under, I'll take.
Okay, 83.
For as much as I get out like once a week, maybe. I'd say on average. Like this year, it's probably been times where I've gone 2 or 3 weeks without playing. But then, Like this week, I might play 3 times this week.
Okay.
But then I'd say on average about 1 a week, maybe 5 times a month, 5-6 times a month. Okay. I'd say I get out. Don't really go to the range, so I'll take that all day.
All right.
Take anything under 80s.
I like that, man.
Anything under 83s or around the low 80s, I'm good with.
All right. Yeah, I haven't got that far just yet, Deke.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when I played with him, I left not being pissed. Like I was fine with what I shot.
That's a win, then.
Probably missed some putts, to be honest.
Okay.
Probably missed some putts I shouldn't have, but I've been putting a lot better this year. I think the LASIK has something to do with it.
Hey, no.
No joke. I'm telling you.
So you might be eyeing him, and why am I eyeing you, huh?
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. I just ain't know. I would say, because like I said, once I catch you, Deke, or if I get in the ballpark where it's like it's a shot here or there, Deke, just know you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing, man. I'm head be too big. Okay. I'm officially a golfer now. I might get a golf tattoo.
The Tiger Woods logo.
Yeah, I'm saying something.
That'd be kind of hard.
Hey, it would, but they gotta check on Woods. Prove rating every once in a while. Kind of get janky. That makes sure he's a good face Tiger Woods.
You know what? It's been good. No, it's been good since the scandal.
Yeah.
It's just he's I don't know, like falling asleep at the wheel and
at odd times,
crashing cars and stuff. Yeah. Like it's not like AB type of stuff.
Correct. Yeah, but it's just like, what's going on, man? Yeah.
I think that's it then for the Supers right now.
I like it, man. I like it. So let's tap into this here first topic, which, if I remember correctly, is the new linebacker we just signed. Little Dovey, you got too, man. I don't know if you know that, Deke.
I heard. He's from here. He went to Bethel Park.
Yeah, that's right on the way, man. Shout out, man. But yeah, I think when is this? What? It was like over the weekend. I felt like, right?
Well, we had him in for a tryout a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. And now it was like officially like done now.
Yeah, then they just signed him.
Yeah, but shout out to Nick Kwiatkoski. Hopefully I did not butcher his name, or since TG actually knows him, his nickname is Nick the Quick, or Nick Quick. That's what he said with a little celebration. He has this whole little, that's what Nick has already. So shout out to Nick, man. But going into it, coming off of his 7th season, man, has played for, started out with Chicago, was there for his first 4 years. Then from there went to the Vegas Raiders, and then his last season was with Atlanta. Started inside linebacker early on in his career. This past year in Atlanta was, exclusively special teams. Still moves well, though. I think he's a productive player, good player. When he's out there on the field, to me, I know people have said like Spillane, Cole Holcomb. All of those dudes are going to be, to me, similar, but good player, fundamentally sound player, productive player. Like I said, knows how to cover. I don't classify him as like a legit cover linebacker, but he knows how to cover. He knows where his hope is. He knows how to make plays on the ball. Very similar. When we talk Spillane, it was.
That's what I thought.
A lot of that. Yeah, it's a lot of that, bro.
It's a lot of
that. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of that. Whereas, like, I don't necessarily look at him as like a true cover guy, because we didn't look at Spillane like that either. But he is a good player who knows how to execute and consistently do the things he's supposed to. He's not going to put himself in any harm's way and stuff like that. But it's a good player, man. I think that when you talk about bringing him in here, he pushes a Landon Roberts. He's going to push Mark Robinson. He's going to push Cole Holcomb to an extent as well. So I just think, like, when you're talking about the defense side, I like that. But then also when we talk special teams, because what Spillane brought, we know Spillane, since he's been here, even when he was starting on defense, has been one of those consistent special teamers as well. He's one of those guys that is going to give you that. Whereas we know, like, Cole Holcomb probably is not going to give us a lot. Landon Roberts, I know he played some punt down in Miami, but we don't know how much we're going to get out of him in the special teams vein. But at least with Nick, we know that's something that he does do, and does do at a high level as well, man.
Probably his best way to make rosters.
Yeah.
He didn't even play at all in Atlanta last year, so I'm assuming a lot of it was with special teams. I know I was checking his game logs for special team snaps. I know he was playing a lot throughout his career. I don't know how many in particular last year.
Last year, it was like, I think he played 230 snaps.
That's a lot.
I think 220 of them were all special teams. Like, that's why I said, like, pretty much exclusively on special teams this past season. But it was kind of different because in Vegas he got some defense, and then obviously in Chicago
they paid him out in Vegas a lot.
Seriously, yeah,
a lot more than Spillane just got.
Right, and that was the thing where it was kind of
like the star, the bona fide guy.
Right, but then to go from Vegas moves on from you, then you go to Atlanta where you don't even play defense, you're strictly just special teams. So we know in that vein, this is going to be a chance for him to see if he can revitalize it or get that back going for him, and if he really wants to make another move at being a starter. And it's a great opportunity for him. We have, outside of Mark Robinson, a whole new cast of characters. We can't say that we have this guy surefire return to starting. Like, we got Cole Holcomb and Landon in terms of the money, and that lets us know that they're going to get the best opportunities to be out there and be the guys. But they're not getting paid to the extent where it's like, nah, nobody can beat them out or nobody can get reps from them. And that's the thing that we've said even with Mark Robinson. And for Nick, I think it's going to be a similar case with him. He does do some things on tape that you're like, all right, man, this could work. But the consistency is going to be the big part, because you got to do it every single play, and he's going to have competition in it. That's the other part. And money-wise, is not on his side right now because, like we said, with Cole and Landon having the newer money. But in terms of special teams, though, man, I think, Mark Robinson is going to be his biggest competition in terms of that style of player in that role. So,
you think Tanner Muse is a lock to make the roster?
I feel like his special teams gives him a chance.
Definitely gives him a chance. I wonder if, because he's probably the most decorated special teams guy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
On
and
our
when
roster.
we signed him, remember, he was supposed to be the one that we kind of viewed as, all right, that's definitely the special teams ace, linebacker type. Man, we're not going to really see no defense. Yes, you're athletic. You can run, but you just haven't really turned into a defender just yet. So, to me, I don't know if he's a lock per se. But
how much do we value that versus having a dude that could do both? I guess that's like a Kwiatkoski or Mark Robinson.
So dudes that could do both always have a little bit more of a upgrade on them. But the thing you got to be careful about is, you can do both, but you doing both, is it going to be more productive than this guy excelling at just this one thing? And that's some of the conversation with Mark Robinson. We know Mark has a higher ceiling for defense, but right now, Mark hasn't produced the way that Tanner has produced on special teams. So if I'm having that convo of who gets that helmet, Mark gives me a little bit more potential on defense, but right now Mark is still behind Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts. So do I have him just waiting or hoping that something happens here, or do I bring this dude who can at least give me production, like legit production here, while these two dudes take care of what they're supposed to take care of? I just think like that becomes a part of that conversation a little bit.
I guess anything can change from year to year, but now that I think of it, we kept 5.
We did, yeah.
I think we have 5 right now. Mm-hmm. So we could just keep what we got and move forward.
Because a lot of that is going to determine how many D linemen we keep, how many in the secondary we keep.
We typically keep 6 linebackers,
we do,
right? Yeah, we really like linebackers.
You know we like linebackers. Come on, man. This Pittsburgh. Yeah, we try to have 10. We want 10. Inside, outside, all of us dressed. But that's changed a little bit now. But that was our goal. Like, we want everybody in a helmet. Everybody get a jersey. Let's go.
Yeah, I was thinking Spillane replacement with Kwiatkoski whenever we signed him. Now, who's better right now? I'd probably lean Spillane, because you look at his last 2 seasons, he's way more productive than Kwiatkoski. Kwiatkoski's a little bit older.
Yeah.
So, there's a reason like Spillane went out to the Raiders. He got paid like $3.5, and I'm guessing Kwiatkoski's on like the vet men here.
Yeah.
He's fighting for his job. So that's the difference in like their stages of their careers.
But it's crazy how fast that can happen, though. You talk about 2 years ago, it's a different combo for Nick. When he's walking into the contract in Vegas versus where he's at now, Vegas, Atlanta removed, coming here, like you said, more than likely vet men. Now you fighting for your NFL career. Like, what happens after this stop?
I do wonder.
That's how I
wonder if you asked Steeler Nation, do a poll, do a survey, whatever you want to call it. Who would you rather have, Kwiatkoski or Spillane? You don't gotta be
uncomfortable calling a poll, man. You called it the right thing initially, bro.
No, survey, questionnaire. Who'd you rather have, Spillane or Kwiatkoski?
Yeah.
I think they'd lean Kwiatkoski.
They would.
And I think that's because of he was a 4th-round pick, the connections to the area, all that. But I think just a bigger name in general. But Spillane was good for us, man.
I also feel like Spillane was always viewed as never good enough here. So people never really fully appreciated him. And remember, we talked about that even when it was, him versus a Devin Bush early on. And it's like, nah, man, Spillane still is doing a lot of good things. But the label on him early was what? He can't cover. He's not athletic. So people, once they put him in that box, they just kind of wrote him off. And we would talk about how productive he was, the plays that he would make, and how even if that's his worst attribute, we couldn't even pull up outside of one play in Carolina where he actually was getting exposed in that vein. But I think that because of everybody's kind of like predetermined mindset with him from early on, I think that also has lingered into where we're at right now. Whereas with Nick, he's new. And you know how it is when it's something new. It's like, well, man, I like Nick better.
We're not scarred.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to undo like any of the negative, any of the PTSD. He never had a Cleveland coming back from injury performance.
Right.
Whereas Spillane
and that was in a very big moment, very highlighted moment.
So it's like certain things like that we're going to naturally remember. Even if we don't want to, it naturally does come up. But then
that was bad. It was.
But then we think of some of his highlights, right? The Derrick Henry hit, the pick 6 versus Lamar. Like he's had some moments.
It's tough because that wasn't in the playoffs.
You
got to wait the playoffs more.
They do. I'm 100%, bro.
Right or wrong, 100%. Indifferent, whatever. But
playoffs, it does matter. Playoffs,
like you bringing up that Browns performance, and then now you're bringing now you're bringing up Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. I'm like, I don't care about that. To be honest with you, those 2 regular season games, it was cool at the time, but if we make some tackles in that Browns game,
that's the truth, bro.
Can we stop the Browns from running for was it like 200 yards on us?
It was like, yo, that's what you do. That's what you're known for, to come downhill, and they did that on But I feel like it's stuff like that would have people kind of like on the fence with this whole Spillane conversation. Whereas with Nick, you don't have to deal with that because any of his bad tape, unless you're like us going back and watching and looking for it to find out who this player is, nobody in Steeler Nation is really going to be like, oh yeah, I remember when Nick had this bad play, in year 3. I remember when Nick had this bad play 3 years ago. Like, it's not going to be any of that.
So no one cares. Make good plays with us.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, but I think it's a good pickup though, man. I do like the move.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, veteran, proven guy in this league, has played on defense, has started on defense, has proven himself on special teams. So either way, you're going to have competition in multiple elements, and you're getting a player that is coming back home. Whenever you come back home, man, you want to show out. You want to be the guy.
Little power up.
Yeah, seriously, man. Like, you don't think any of the dudes
that didn't work for Wisniewski, though, unfortunately.
No.
We cut him quick.
Hold on.
Remember, here's the guard, Stephen Wisniewski.
No, I'm trying to think. Why do I know? Why was I with Wisniewski? Why do I know I was with him somewhere? Where was that at? Was that AZ? I swear I feel like I seen his name somewhere. Totally
he jumped around a little with the Chiefs and the Eagles, caught a couple Super Bowls, I think.
He came right after he won the Super Bowl.
With the Chiefs.
Yeah,
and he said, I'm coming back home to win one with the Steelers.
That's what it was.
And then he got cut.
Yeah. I don't remember what happened, though.
Just didn't work out. I mean, he must have been really bad because I feel like our O-line was really bad heading into that season. And he was supposed to be our starter.
Right.
And we cut him.
I don't remember what happened with that, but I do remember the name.
All I'm saying is I guess he didn't get that hometown power up.
Hey, man. Hey.
And missed him.
Sometimes the intentions are there, but the execution just doesn't follow, man. All right? But that was the one thing, man, that when I saw, him being from Bethel Park, I'm like, you know what? You're going to be extra motivated because you don't want to get embarrassed in front of your folks, man. Coming to training camp, like, you don't want your peoples out there, and your people's going to pull up. Anybody that you went to school with, when you talk, I mean, first off, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. We know that that's a big deal. But
that'd be amazing just to play a season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You grew up here.
Like, seriously, man. So it's like, it's going to be a lot that comes with that. So he is going to make sure that he's going out there putting his best foot forward. So I like that also, man. But then just the redemption element of it, man. You didn't have your arc. You starting, you had your chance, you got paid. All right, didn't work out. You was down to the special teams role again. What are you going to do from here? Because typically when you get back to this stage, man, you got about 1 or 2 years to decide if you're going to get back on that defense or they're going to hit you with the, all right, man, we're going younger now. We're going to rotate up out of you now. So that's what he has to decide right now. But that's another reason why I do like, bringing him here, because you're going to get a guy that's really hungry. And that's only going to help us out, make our defense room better, make our linebacker room better.
I mean, it is every element that Spillane brought to the table, really.
Absolutely.
With him, run stopper. Yeah. Could be good in coverage, like more in zone, like dropping back. Well, but then isn't going to kill you in man coverage.
One of the things, zone concepts.
It's definitely not his forte, though. He knows what he's doing out there. He's a vet, right?
Yeah, he's a vet. And that's the thing. It's like,
but that's everything Spillane was bringing to the table.
You got cover guys and you got guys that just are good at covering. I don't call him a cover guy, but he's good at covering because he understands leverage, help. He understands in terms of the guys that are running their routes, the information that they're giving them. High knees, high elbows, man, that guy's going vertical. He started chopping, man, this dude about to break somewhere. Slow it down. He understands that stuff, and that's just from watching him on tape. So, like I said, I do feel like the Spillane comparison, I mean, it's there. It's
okay, here's the thing, though.
Hold on, I got a question for you, though.
What?
Why'd you compare him to Spillane and not Devin Bush? Where'd you gonna go Joe Schobert instead of Miles Jack? What was going on here?
You brought up Cole Holcomb too.
Chill. I'm just wondering, like, is that what we do?
We watched the tape. Similar playing styles, that's all. Right?
I thought it was similar playing styles, but it is always funny. We always joke about that. It's like, yo, why we always compare? Like, why we gotta do that, man? Yeah.
We're not comparing him to Tanner Muse, right?
This is also true.
Tanner Muse, he's like a little more athletic.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
A little more athletic.
Got a little something, yeah.
Just watch the tapes, dude. Yeah,
no, the tapes don't lie, though, bro.
I see how their playing styles are similar. That's all.
No, I like it, though. I like it.
They look similar, too, when they're out there, I guess you could say.
They got a little similar swag to them, I swear. I'm like, yo, if you put on 41 in this black and gold, you put a little visor on the sleeve, bro, we're going to be calling you Spillane, all right? Just know that. Yeah.
Here's my question, though. What does this mean for the linebacker room going forward?
Uh-oh.
Does this stop us from making another move? Because we're still missing that element. I'm not against this move at all. I'm for it.
You speaking my language, Deke.
I think it's a fine move.
Deke,
have a guy to compete with Mark Robinson.
Talk to me,
have the
Deke.
Spillane replacement.
Talk to me,
where
Deke.
if you need a guy in a pinch, he can maybe be out there and be your LB2, but he's probably most likely going to be, depending on what Mark Robinson does, he's going to be like your LB3, LB4.
Yeah.
Right? Which is fine. With the linebacker room as is, I think that's a good addition. Yeah. But we're still missing a little bit of an athletic element here.
Nah, you are absolutely
unless we're
right,
just
man.
banking on Keanu Neal. That could be the case too.
Put it like this. I think it goes one or two ways. We do have the Keanu Neal element, and I think that is very legitimate. That's the we going to go package approach when we talk about division of labor, right? Keanu Neal is very different than Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts. We know what their skill sets are. But the flip side is the offense is going to know what their skill sets are if we take that approach. We can, and we can still be fine doing that. We just got to be a little bit more cautious in certain areas. I still feel like, though, we still holding out and waiting on something. But we talked about some of those players, too, that we spoke on. Some of those different veterans, Quan Alexander and stuff like that, where they don't have to necessarily feel like they're in a rush to sign somewhere if they don't like the numbers that are being offered. And we talked about Quan on his visit here, and we're like, you're not coming on a visit without getting some type of offer. Now, you might not like the number, and that's typically when dudes leave, and now it's the waiting game. We saw that, even with Bud. But I still feel like we got something that we're trying to fish in here, man. But it's just one of those things right now, man. Unless we're going to bump the number up, which we're not trying to do right now, for those veteran players like that are a little bit more proven, what's the incentive for them to come out right now? They don't have to just sign right now. In fact, they might say, man, let me wait 2 weeks of training camp. I don't want to go into training camp anyways, but an injury happens. Now that number that you offered me in the spring that was probably 3, well, now I might get 5 out you because now you need me. Now the supply and demand element of it, and that's some of the games that some of these veterans
that's
do
not
play.
Just the Steelers.
Yeah, that's league
league.
wide. Yeah, that's league wide. That's definitely not just Pittsburgh, but that's a part of the game, you know. So for guys like the free agent guys we're speaking on specifically, that's their angle. Now some of the trade dudes that we've talked about, Isaiah Simmons, right? That's just the conversation of if they can make a number with the package work. And that's the Omar Khan man.
Just pray that he sucks in their training camp in the secondary.
Yeah, if
they try to move him to
that,
safety, just pray that you hear a lot of bad reports.
He's gonna be Taylor Mays as a safety. That's who he is as a safety. You remember Taylor Mays? We went to Cincinnati.
He was a beast
in college. Yes.
Yeah, USC.
Yes,
in college, he was trucking dudes all over the place.
Right, but at the NFL, man, them hips ain't like that, bro. And that's part of the issue when you talk about some of them big body guys like him. Man, I used to be shocked to see my man Cam Chancellor out there playing back there. I'm like, bro, you built like a linebacker, but he was smart enough, fundamentally sound enough, and he from the crib, so you know that also added an element to him. Shout out to the 757. But things like that were able to help him, you know, be able to play in space like that. I don't know if Simmons gonna be able to do that though, man. Like, that's a different ballgame. The further back you are, man, the harder it gets, not just physically, but mentally, man. You got to really be locked in on this thing, and it's going to be a lot more on him like that. So I'm leaning with you.
Is it official they're trading Budda Baker?
He's been linked in rumors, but I don't know, like, what the scenario is with it right now.
Because where would Simmons even fit right now on the safety depth chart? They have him as their third guy.
He's not starting anywhere. That's, like, when they get to the point where they're moving you around, as a first-round draft pick, they're essentially saying, man, we don't know what to do with you. We don't have a person. We can't play you at linebacker. You're not beating out these dudes. Not even as a two-depth. We don't even want you there. So let's try to get you back here to at least save face if we can get you back to where you played it in college. But right now, you're too big to play nickel, realistically, in the NFL. But what you played in college was a very similar role as a nickel player. College, you can do that because of how the game is played. NFL-wise, it's just different in terms of how much space we have because of the mashes, man. It's a different game, man. You don't got that sideline right there to help you out, man. You got to really be able to do that thing out there. And that's not, I don't think, a situation where he's really going to thrive at trying to play nickel here. But you talked about the safeties already. So unless you get rid of Budda Baker, where is he getting on?
Which could happen, but
you could, yeah.
Not happened yet.
And if you do get rid of Budda, is Isaiah Simmons an upgrade over Budda Baker at safety?
No, but they're tanking.
You see what I'm saying?
They need to be tanking this year.
Right, but that's one thing I'm like,
which is why they should probably trade him.
Be a fire sale.
They don't have the 5th-year option with him.
But them not picking up the 5th-year option.
Do you view him as a long-term answer with your team?
Them not
probably
picking
not.
up the 5th-year option was the first indicator. This is trouble. They're trying to see last-second Hail Mary, moving to safety, moving to the secondary. Does he magically surprise us? Maybe we were using him wrong these first couple of years, and he's going to just, magic trick.
And it's a new regime.
All right. New regime, and you struggling. Where do you fit? We're not going to pick up that option, and then we're just going to wait this thing out, or we're going to see if we can get a trade partner. If we can get a trade partner, great. Let's at least get some compensation for you. But what's the asking price? And that's the other part, because he still was a former first-round draft pick. So they not just want to give it away. But it's kind of like what we talked about even with Devin Bush going into his last year of, well, what is his real market if you're trying to trade him? Like, we're not going to get enough to where we feel like justified for it.
Right.
So you're either
I feel like we legitimately wanted to see what Bush would do that season, too. Yeah. To decide whether or not we wanted to give him a contract. Mm-hmm. Because he had the ACL injury, so he had that bad 2021. Mm-hmm. We were just wondering, all right, is he motivated?
Like, what's going on?
Are we going to get a different player? Are we going to get rookie season Devin Bush? Because if we get that, he's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if all that type of hope is lost over in AZ with Isaiah Simmons, though, yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because am I wrong going into last season? We still had hope with Devin Bush.
Yeah, and to me, when I think of Isaiah, I'm like, no real injuries. You could talk about whether the team has went. You could talk whether the organization has went. But you still want to see him being more productive in terms of like when you just cut the tape on. And that's...
I guess the thing that's in Devin Bush's favor, or was in Devin Bush's favor when he was here, and why we had hope in him still, or at least wanted to just see if he could tap into his potential, was that he was going to be a middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Whereas Isaiah Simmons, he's moving all over the place. There.
It's like, man.
I feel like that hope is probably dwindling.
Mm-hmm. Because you're like, where can I at least feel like this is his strong point, or he's at least shown me positive plays here? We haven't seen Isaiah Simmons in the secondary playing like that, making plays at the NFL level. Nah.
Yeah, you didn't draft him to do that. Mm-mm. You drafted him for some of that versatility, but mainly be that middle linebacker.
No. Now, John Easton, he brought up a 3rd for Simmons. To me, that's too high right now. I don't feel like 5th. He's been productive enough. 5th, I was even going 6th. Because we know what the situation is.
Most likely a 1-year rental.
Right.
And then if not, you got to pay him.
Mm-hmm. But if he balls out enough to where you actually do need to pay him, that's a good problem to have.
Good problem.
But then you also got to ask yourself the question of,
but that's why guys like Khalil Mack are only going for second rounders, because teams got to take on that contract. Yeah,
very true.
That's all part of the equation. Yeah. And teams don't like having numbers go against their cap space. Mm-mm. I mean, no matter if you're a good player or not, like, people love to have that type of flexibility.
No, without a doubt.
They're obviously open and like to pay the good players, but then it's just less numbers that you can work with then going forward as a GM or a front office.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of anything else we were talking Kwiatkoski, right?
Yeah, we went from Kwiatkoski and then brought up just any other moves that we could potentially make after that.
That's really it.
Yeah.
I don't see any other moves unless we're trading Dotson away. Yeah. And I don't know if he could be part of one of these packages to get a Simmons.
See, I feel like if I'm putting Dotson in a package for Simmons, I don't even want to I might just throw a 7th in there. Like, I don't even want to do that for real, because I feel like Dotson has still been a productive player in this league.
Yeah, he could be their starter for the next few years.
Yeah, whereas there isn't a guarantee that Isaiah Simmons comes here and starts. We feel like he can check off a box that we've been missing, but we still got to see some of the physicality. We still got to see some of the consistency with him.
I could see us trading Dotson midway through the season. If I had to give a percentage, that'd be the most likely time. Because we want to make sure our O-line's healthy. Mm-hmm. You don't want to trade him in training camp. Someone goes down and then
we still have out of luck. We got one other guy between there, right? Yeah. We still got the other Herbig, yeah. So,
that's true, too.
And you still got Kendrick Green. Don't forget that, man.
No.
Whoa. Is this no KG?
No.
Oh, that's crazy. I figured this time off, your stance on KG might have shifted a little bit. I just figured I'd ask. You know.
Not at all. I don't want to see him out there. He's going to be putting not only Kenny in harm's way, but our running backs and whoever else is behind that offensive line in harm's way. Potterbomb, potentially, if he makes the team. He'll be in harm's way. Jalen Moore, Najee, Kenny. It's not good.
Yo, you gotta
it's not
chill,
good.
Bro.
Those are good players we need.
You gotta chill, bro. Oh, quickly, this is a little off topic, bro, but my little man that started playing Madden on the PS5. He's hooked. Problem is, the teams that we be playing with, man, I feel like our O-lines are not the best. And, yeah, it really shows on the game, bro. I done ran into that issue a little bit, but he's loving it. I just want to give you the heads up. So
the Bills have a bad O-line in Madden.
Well, you know, we got Josh, so I ain't tripping. That's the offset.
You didn't even deny it.
That's the offset. It is terrible. It is terrible, bro. Yeah. Pittsburgh ain't there. Pittsburgh is going through some times too, bro. Yeah, I didn't realize the game would do it like that. I wasn't the biggest fan at times of it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, they did the Steelers dirty with some of those ratings. It's not even about Kenny's overall, and I think it's going to be better for Madden 24. I saw a leak that he's going to be like high 70s. Mm-hmm. It's the release. It's so bad. Mm-hmm. It takes forever for him to throw. It's so annoying.
I do love the realism, though, of like, if you don't set their feet when you rolling out to throw it, that ball.
That's not how it was in Madden 22.
It wasn't. Oh, I was about to say,
complain about that so much. It was insane,
dude.
It was insane last year.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
A really bad way. I mean, you could have dudes just be scrambling.
Like literally, you have to like
scrambling
stop.
From, let's say, your own 20. I mean, no look, 80-yard bomb pass.
Heck no,
yeah,
heck
I'm not joking with you.
Me off, bro.
That's what was happening last year.
Because I had a play where Russell Wilson threw this day going Hail Mary right before the half, and I'm questioning how it was actually completed for a touchdown. I was about to throw a controller, bro. I swear, I had a moment, bro. I felt bad because I didn't want my son to see me get hot like that, but it was what it was where I was like, ain't no way. Like, there is no way. I low-key felt like I needed to, but I chilled out. Yeah, because I told you he competitive, bro. The first time we started playing, he was crying when we lost. I'm like, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Then we won. He's over here talking smack to the computer. I'm like, bro, you gotta breathe, man.
Oh, so are you guys on the same team? Are you going up against
early
each
on?
other?
Early on, we've been on the same team because he's just kind of getting his confidence up, going. Yeah, but man, it is crazy.
When's
bro.
the G versus Moats match then?
He ain't ready for that just
yet. Oh, really?
He ain't ready for that yet.
Okay. I didn't know if it already happened.
Because, see, for me, like, I'm getting back in. Because I told you, like, I stopped playing Madden for, like, I've been on, like, duty and stuff. I am. That's the problem.
Wow.
So, literally, this is when I knew I had the itch. This is when I knew I had the itch. You ready for this, Deke? We played for, like, 2-3 hours the other day. He leaves the room. Wifey goes to sleep. I'm not even playing the games. I'm in the practices. I'm learning all the little linebacker drill here, touch pass here. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
All Madden. I'm like, yo, yep, that new Madden dropping about a little month. Okay, be ready.
You got 2 months.
Yeah, so we ready. August, right? Yeah, I was like, we ready. We'll be ready.
Like middle of August.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I definitely had that itch, and it's bad, D. I haven't.
Oh, so you're in. You're getting Madden 24.
It's done. Yeah, I haven't played another game since I've been playing Madden. Trying to think.
What are you gonna do?
What you mean?
What are you gonna do?
Are
you looking franchise? You looking ultimate team?
Listen, no. Honestly,
play now.
I'm doing both. I want to do both because my goal is this. Remember when we talked? I know last year you had the ultimate team going. You was doing the online league and all that. I said, man, I got to see what my skills are at. If you open it back up another time,
the online league, or the ultimate team,
either one.
So ultimate team's the thing you're collecting the cards.
Yeah. It was online. Okay. Play online. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
The online
I was like,
franchise.
Yeah, I was like, I want to tap into that. because like that's where like my energy is right now, and I knew it was gonna get there. That's why I stopped playing it, because I was like, yo, this is.
I told you,
Madden
I give you the bells for the last
bro.
one.
Madden does that to me, bro, and for sure, bro. I'm in that thing. Like I love it because not only is it fun to play, but I'm at the phase now where I'll be over here like, you know what, I'm playing like I'm a DC today. All right, I'm only reading personnel groupings. What's your personnel? What's down and distance? Let me get my calls like that. Like that's what I'm on right now. It is just fun because I'm like, yo, I know what I'm calling. I know how that works. I was second line, but we ain't tripping. We'll heat him up on this right here. Give me a little cover 2 right here. You know, go cover 4 right here. Let's get exotic on this one. Let me get this package here. Yes, bro. Like I absolutely love it. Love it.
You know, TG would be taking the Jets.
Oh, bro, I want all that smoke. Trust me. Trust me. But that's why I'm like, that's why I'm in the lab now.
This could be the best league of all time.
But you see, that's why I'm in the lab now, because I'm like, I can't hop in when it's go time, and then you know what I mean. So I'm like, let me get sharp here, because I know I got a little time.
Supposed to be good. It's supposed to be better.
Yeah.
23.
But I'm definitely hyped, bro.
I'm sure you like the gameplay. I did think 23's gameplay was kind of decent this year.
Yeah, it felt smooth.
It was. They screwed it up with Ultimate Team and the abilities and just how they operated the Ultimate Team economy and basically screwed the consumer base up. It was all that. So, like, for franchise, if you're just playing now or head-to-head, the abilities aren't as prevalent because abilities only go on, like, a TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Whereas Ultimate Team, everyone has abilities, and it's just absolutely absurd.
I see what you mean now. Okay.
One-handed catch.
I see what you mean.
One-handed catches. Yeah. And there's this one KO ability. Like, literally, you'll throw, like, a slant pass. He's open. Your receiver hits him in the hands and everything. But if the defender has a KO,
drop it.
Yeah, no, he's automatically going to knock it out. It's a knockout ability for the defender.
Okay,
it's like an automatic knockout. No matter how wide open,
I see what you mean.
How good of a pass it is, it's automatic.
I definitely see what you mean, bro.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, abilities overtook the game, at least for Ultimate Team.
I can see that. Yeah, see, I haven't tapped into Ultimate Team. We just been playing Play Now or the little practice sets and stuff like that.
Stick with that. Yeah, don't start Ultimate Team right now.
All right.
Do not start that.
For sure. But yeah, bro.
I don't even know if I recommend getting into it at all. It's a hellhole.
I just want to let you know, bro.
Oh wow!
It came back.
So this could be a legit franchise then.
Like, you know,
because people are getting hyped.
Do you know
right
the
now.
convo I just had with my little man 2 days ago? I was like, yo, Gray. So we're gonna keep practicing for like a couple more days. But when do you want to start this franchise mode? When do you want to start this season? We're gonna go play a full let's get 17 in. Like
each of you have your own team.
No. So right now he's still on my squad, but I'm like I'm ready to start. Like I need games now. I'm like, we've been doing exhibitions. We play here, this team, that team. I'm like, nah, let's start the build, bro. Like, I haven't practiced. Because the problem is this. I love my dog. I love little man. He wants to play as the receivers, though. And he picks the star receivers. So that's good, except he's catching up his skills. You can't be taking digs. And I'm like, yo, I need digs to run the route he's supposed to run for Josh.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
He'll just get open on his own.
Yeah, bro.
You're getting pressed up right now.
I'm throwing it to him, and he's like, yo, the camera turn, he'll like jerk. I'm like, bruh. It's been some picks that they got though. I'm like, G, listen, baby. We gonna go back to practice. All right, we're going to go back to practice. Because if I throw this here, you run to that little circle. All right, right? You see that circle? And press triangle. Use it catching it, okay? Yeah. That's my boy though, baby. That's my boy. But yeah, so he's improving as well. It is funny, man. Like, he be having some moments now that he didn't quote him. He's like, yo, Dad, I can kick really good. Because I was like trash at kicking at first. So now that's like his little role. But nah, bro, we in it. Like, we in it, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This could be the best online league of all time.
I'm just letting you know, like, I'm cooking now. I'm practicing now. So that way, whenever.
this would be a 32 user team.
Yeah, like, whenever you start, I'm like,
a lot of people in the chat would want to be in this.
I dead seriously want to get in it, man. Yeah.
And my team's the Steelers, by the way.
You see, that's why last year I was kind of like, because I'm playing, but I wasn't doing it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't trying to just go get embarrassed. But now I'm like, all right, the itch is here. I know I'm going to be locked in, bro. So, yeah. It's bad, bro.
Yeah,
it's
Boomman 318. He was in the league last year. Start the league back up.
Deke, it's so bad,
Deke
bro.
Your Moats.
Deke, it is so bad right
TG's
now,
got to get in it too, then.
Facts. Yo, he loved it though.
Dom was in it too. Dom was in my league last year. Yeah. He was the Eagles.
Shout out to Dom, man. Shout out to Dom, man. 4
people from the podcast in the league.
Yo, let's go, bro. I'm just saying, if you decide to do it, I'm not gonna put it on you, but if you decide to do it, man,
I think I have
to. I'm very, very interested.
Like, I'm getting hyped. I wasn't sure if I wanted to start Madden 24 with a franchise or not.
Yeah.
But like, if you're in, TG would be in. I feel like that'd be the hypest way to go about it.
And I love the fact that you already took the Steelers, so it takes the pressure off. I can't be the Steelers, guys. Deke is the Steelers. I'm just throwing it out there early. All right. Don't call me a fake fan. Don't call me half or anything like that. Deke has the Steelers, okay? Because it's his league, so he gets the Steelers.
I like our season 1 squad. I feel like we're gonna have really good development. Like
I hope
JPJ.
So, man. I think so. We should.
Broderick Jones. Hopefully he can develop into like the mid 80s by season ends. We definitely should.
Yo, last day before you know, because I do got to check to see with TG. I know he was at a camp earlier today, so I got to make sure he's still good. But going back to the Madden joint, bro. It's to the point where anytime we play with the Steelers, he's like, yo, Dad, we got to sub the quarterback out because they still got Mitch as a starter.
Okay.
He's always like, yo, Dad, you ready? You going to sub him or you want me to sub him?
I think some people have been using Mitch over Kenny.
Mitch is better on that one, though. That's the problem.
I think technically he's got a better release.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I don't know if he's faster or not.
Kenny moves better, but the release is definitely. I felt like I play better with Mitch right now.
Okay.
But little man always wants Kenny out there. And I'm like, bro,
they
this
screwed
is not
Kenny's
the game
release.
for Kenny. Right? I was like, next year, 2024, Kenny's going to be fired. I was like,
hopefully,
right
it's all about. I'm telling you,
Seriously,
I'd probably rather him be like 5 to 10 overalls lower. Yeah. If he had like the Aaron Rodgers release, so whatever the Aaron Rodgers release is, I think is the best.
I haven't seen his release yet. I've seen. Let's see. We've done Mitch.
I think it's Aaron Rodgers. I think they say that's the fastest one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rodgers. I gotta check his. I'll probably check it tonight, man. Yep, I'll check it tonight. Dang, going though, bro. But yeah, that's what I. When I saw you earlier and I was like, I had something to say. That's what I was. Man, bro. Yeah, because when we downloaded, bro, I'm like, wow. Yo, we have been playing this thing around the clock.
You're getting me hyped.
Little man wakes up. He's like, I shoot him a text. Yo, you ready to play? Right into the room, bro. Like, yo, let's go.
That's awesome.
Even wifey last night gave us the green light. Because, like I said, usually I try to play with Shane in the room. Wifey came up early. I was like, hey, babe, we father-son bonding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're not doing online head-to-head yet?
No, not yet. I want to.
When's that happening?
I feel like
get G on a mic.
Don't get that boy started, man. He already, his mind is like, you know, I'm gonna be a streamer like you, Dad. I'm gonna be a YouTube. You think you're a YouTube? I'm a YouTuber too, Dad. I'm like, all right, dude, chill out. All right. So don't get him started. But yes, that's definitely his thing, man.
Probably the best you don't get him on the mic, or at least let him hear what the other people are saying. Because that's that could be definitely volatile.
Yes, it get a real crash course, man. Get a real crash course right there, bro. But yeah, man. So. Wife who came up though, man, we played probably like 2 hours, man. She's laid right in bed. I said, oh yeah, you done messed up, baby.
Shit. It sounds like I gotta get in the lab now,
dude. But see, you're further along because you've been playing more consistently. This is like, it's like, yo, you know how if you haven't played in a while and you feel like I still remember a lot of, I still am good enough, but it's like I got that little rust I gotta get off. I'm at that phase. I'm just like, let me get this. I gotta get this little off. Get just a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Yeah.
Well, they have Madden 24 out right now in like a beta version.
Yeah, I don't want the beta. I've seen it. I don't want the beta though, bro.
Well,
do you get the beta or no?
Well, I'm about to. I don't do it, but the way you're talking like you are right now, I feel like I don't want to have a learning curve once Madden 24 comes out. I want to be ready for the franchise.
Fair enough.
I want to practice on 24.
I just feel like for you, you're further ahead. I had to play some catch up because you've been like not just playing. Because we know all Madden is one thing, but playing versus like actual people online is a whole another ball game. I feel like because you've been doing that, you're way further along right now.
At least doing the online stuff. Yeah. Going up against users.
Right, because I was like, it's definitely different. You know what I mean? Sure. A user versus the computer, like, all Madden is cool, but it's different. And that's the one thing for me where I'm like, I'm not that just yet. Like, when I get there, though, that's what I'm shooting for by the time the release is. Okay. So that's why I'm like, I'm in the lab now. So, yeah.
Damn, Pirates lost again today.
But shout out to Henry Davis, though, man. Finally done came up, man. Had a little debut. Man, you know, I got all the updates from you, man. Shout out to Big Deke News, man.
I watched that whole game. Man. I watched that whole game.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, I'm not tuning into nobody else except my dog Deke. If y'all want to hear about
Did you watch it?
I definitely. I watched you.
Okay, yeah. I gave you everything you needed to know.
Come on, bro. Absolutely.
Yes. It was, what did I give him, a B+?
B+, absolutely.
It was a B+ performance.
Was it? No, 4 at-bats. He had the double, the ground. He had what, ground out?
No, he had a walk and a strikeout.
That's what it was. Yeah,
the walk was nice. Mm-hmm. Showed good discipline, and actually on his double showed good discipline because the count got to 3-0, and pitcher was thrown right on the edges of the strike zone. But Henry Davis was like, "Nah, I don't want that." Got to 3-0, and then he was able to hit a pitch he liked. Got the double.
I like that.
And then he hit an absolute shot in his last at bat over center field. Probably would have been a home run over at left field.
Yeah.
Just because of the disc, like
I
center field's like 400 feet away. But the center fielder, he just made a good play on the ball, I guess you could say. Yeah, good catch.
But for me, I was excited because that's back, when we drafted him, that's when I was still like tapping into the baseball stuff, having to cover
we just
with
started.
the radio stuff.
Yeah, it was like, what, 3 years ago?
3 years, yeah. Absolutely, because I remember talking about him when I was doing the 93.7, The Fan, like hosting some of those solo shows over there. And for me, I'm like, dang, it took a while for it to finally come back. But when I see you, I was like, yo, I'm definitely tapping in, man. Let's get it. All right. So, yeah, man, like I said, salute my dog, man. Heck yeah. All right, so it is time to call up the one and only TG. Y'all hit that like button one time on the front end. And subscribe if you have not done so just yet. All right.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Of course we can hear you, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are joined right now by the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum. Shout out to the Almost Heaven. Absolutely. And more importantly, my locker mate. Definitely my locker mate. Put some respect on it one time for Terrence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. What's the word, man?
Salute, man. What's good?
Man, just vibing out, man. I was joking with Deke. I said, I feel like I ain't seen him in a minute since, between the holiday, Father's Day, got the anniversary tomorrow. The schedule been all over the place, man. But I was like,
big month here. It's your month, man. It's your month.
This is my month right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Deke low-key was like, bro, you low-key more busy now than in the season. I was like, this is that time of year. It's football camp season. We was just me and you was out there getting it in, having the kids go crazy, pushing them up.
Yeah.
I think you got your camp. You was at a camp yesterday and today. You on the road again tomorrow.
Back to camp.
You camped all up this weekend. I'm gonna see you on Monday at another camp. Yeah. It's camp season, bro. It's camp season right now, Deke. For a fact, bro.
Camping with the crew.
For a fact.
Teaching the kids how to play football right.
You know what I'm saying, man? That's all, man. Play football right. TG gonna do it. He giving extra attention to all the kids that look big and fast. It's crazy. It's crazy. Deke, if you can see
12-year-old out there. 12-year-old, 6'4", 6'6", 14-year-old. Like,
Deke,
I just see what they look like.
If you can see.
Wait, TG, who do you coach for again?
I'm at Florida Memorial.
You giving out Florida Memorial brochures or something there?
Hey,
man, I got the scholarships if they look right.
Yo, listen, Deke, I'm sitting out here and like the drill is going on. I'm like, yo, what's TG doing? He done stopped the drill. TG done stopped the drill. He done had a one-on-one teaching moment with this kid who's 6'6" with a little mohawk out there. Come on, Will. He's like, let me see you drop this again. Hold on. Come here real quick. Let me see your feet real quick. Can you bend? I'm like, bro, if you don't stop, bro. Yes. Multiple times, bro. Can't make this up. Shout out to TG, man. He said he's not leaving any stone unturned. He's on the Omar Khan approach. He's looking for any. If you talented, TG is trying to find you, man.
Early.
Fact.
He's showing his value. I guess he could show what he could bring to programs, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just about the X's and O's. It's about what you do off.
No, facts. Very versatile.
You got that charisma. You got that salesman ability. I guess TG, he's got it. He's building it too.
Let's go.
He's developing it even more.
I just be working my eye though. I just be trying to see where my eyes at, man. I be seeing the young talent. There was a kid out there. He had to have an older brother in the league or something.
Hey, he was a pedigree guy. It was definitely some pedigree guy. It was some pedigree guys out there, but you like, okay, yeah. You know somebody that knows somebody, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
You know something.
Yeah. But no, shout out to all them kids at the camp. And Deke, I want to say this, man. It was low-key a good amount of them out there that was fans of the podcast, all right? Yeah. It was definitely them out there. It's like, I was watching your vid in the hotel, man. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right. Maybe one day we'll be covering you guys. That's what I hit them with. Maybe one day we'll be talking about you out there, all right?
Yeah.
But if that does happen, just know we get first interview rights. Let's figure out that in there,
Right.
I mean, it's part of the process.
Don't forget where you came from.
Absolutely. Thank you. Hey, so TG, man, before we even get to like the actual football topics, before you called, man, we were talking a little Madden over here because I done got the bug, bro. I done started playing again. Me and my little man been out here having a little fun, right?
Yeah. You back.
So I'm back. I can't help it. Now, we know that you've been talking your Jets, your Madden, things like that. I don't want the smoke right now. I know that's a you and Deke thing. Y'all trying to get active now.
Yeah, we still got to do that at some point.
I'm eyeing 2024's Madden release, and when that season, because Deke last year did a franchise mode, right? Online franchise mode, right? And it was dope from what I saw.
It was a good time.
He offered me an invite last year. I wasn't ready. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to respectfully decline. But I watched him afar. I was tapped in. I was tuned in. But now I've been playing. See, I ain't had time yesterday. But see, today I got time. All right? And all I'm saying is, bro, when that 2024 drop and that franchise mode come out, I feel like I'm locked in if he open it back up. So I'm just trying to see early on. What's your energy, man?
I mean, I'm always ready.
Would you be in for the league?
Because if you down for the league, man, we can make this. I'm just throwing it out there, man. It could get real active. But just know, like, if you do that, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good right now.
We having a draft or we just doing it?
Well,
I just need to know the details. I'll be ready. It doesn't matter.
I would like to keep it no
draft. I think you keep it.
Yeah, no draft. But pick your team. I know you've been saying the Jets. I know that's your team, right? Is that not your team? You still the Jets?
That's for sure, my man.
That's your team. Okay. Deke has already claimed Pittsburgh, so just by a process of elimination, I have to just go ahead and pick the Bills.
The
okay,
AFC East rivalry.
It's just process of elimination. The way that everybody has went about it. All right. So all I'm saying is, if you really gonna get in this thing, just know I'm at your neck. All right. I'm just throwing that out there. I just wanted to let you know ahead of time.
I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm in it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I think probably a game a week. If we get a game
a week could be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deke's been ducking me for a minute, man.
Deke been ducking the smoke. Come on, Deke. Deke been trying to do everything but see you on that game, man. Deke be everywhere except on that game with TG, man.
We'll do it. And we'll do it for Madden 23.
We will.
We'll get it for Madden 23
keep it on
before
the
24 comes out.
Okay.
But yeah, that's great news to hear. If TG's in for Madden 24, the online league.
It'll be a vibe, bro.
I'm here. But that NCAA is coming out too.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Year. Oh, man, yeah. NCAA league wouldn't be bad either.
Come on, bro. This is the problem. Once you start this Madden up, it's going to roll right until when that NCAA. And let's go and keep it going, man. Yeah, that'd be a vibe, bro.
JMU's in the NCAA game now.
Dukes. Don't act like they weren't in it back then. All right, I got my little check where they was like, "Hey, everybody, image and likeness that lost. It didn't want a lot of money, but I got my little check." All right,
really?
I did claim mine. T, you get yours?
Yeah, I got mine.
I would say I had mine. It wasn't a lot, but I had mine, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Come on, man. I was at West V.
Hey, yo, chill out. What you mean? Yo, see, I was at West V. I got mine. Chill.
Hey, I think those players need to be cool with that 500. Like, I know it's not a lot of money, but I don't think the
that's the holdup right now.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yes, but talk about it. Elaborate, man.
I don't think the NCAA game is a payday for the players. Like, I don't think this is an opportunity to get that big payday that they're looking for in that. I think it's more like, because even in the league, you don't get like a super big payday.
But think about, you get the Madden check though. The Madden check is.
What's the Madden check? What was it?
It was like 10. It was like 10, right?
Was that the 17 one?
No, that was the 10 one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can't pay all them guys that.
Well, I would say, because that's the difference. Like in the NFL, we know it's still a capped number. So it's like, all right, you got, we're going to spend and we spend. But it was, I want to say it was like 10K for the Madden, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
NCAA, but which game is bigger, NCAA or Madden?
I mean, NCAA is going to have more people. It's going to have more everything. But I just don't think it's an opportunity that everybody can get 10. Like, I know the big holdup is the $500, but I just don't think it's a payday. I don't think they should be looking for the payday out of that one. Like, I think that's like, let's get it. I'm in here. That's going to pay for me.
I feel what you're saying. I just feel like, I feel what you're saying, and I do agree with you. I just think that's going to be a hard sell for these kids when you see NIL money. And for these kids that don't have that type of NIL situation, you're like, well, at least I can get it on this game. At least I can make money this way. But they're different. I'm with you. They're definitely different, though. But I just think that that's going to be one of them sticking points when you're talking about, if I'm not a dude that has a big NIL deal, I'm like, man, I want more than that little 500. We're gonna fight that. How much can we get out of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
You can try to squeeze it.
Yeah.
But it's like the game got to come out too. You know?
Yeah. Very true. Very true, man.
Oh. Could they drop the game doing it with the old rules of like wide receiver number 20?
I was gonna say,
or is that the thing that's the lawsuit?
But that's what the lawsuit was for, because when they started dropping them dudes, they were matching them numbers up,
right?
And that was the problem. Because
but it was even more than that. It was matching like their hometowns,
yeah, or even like your accessories. Like if you wore like a certain thing, like you won the game, you're like, no, that's me. I know that's me. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I guess if they just made him like player 87, it probably wouldn't be a problem. Huh?
But is it going to hit the same? Because that's kind of like when
they put. Dude, here's the thing: there's people that are obsessed with this. Yeah. They'll make the roster. They'll get the rosters out in a couple weeks, and then you can download it.
Absolutely. But
people are crazy with that.
But then it's going to go right back to the situation, then, wouldn't it? Name, image, and likeness, because it's still on the game, even though it was created.
It's not on the main game that's getting sold.
You're right, though.
That's all done by the users that are playing it.
So I mean, if they wanted to just get it out, they technically probably could go that route.
Player 1, player 2.
I just don't know if it's gonna hit the same though, man.
But it's like if the kid don't, I guess it's probably one of them things. Like if you don't sign the agreement, then you come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you sign, you'd be in it. Because it's like even like the old like knockout kings, like Floyd wouldn't let you be. You couldn't.
Yeah. Very true.
So it kind of be like that.
Nah. Shout out to the OG knockout kings, bro. You remember that? Jeez. Yeah, that's a game. That's old school right there. I like it. All right. Well, we do need to talk, man, because we do actually have some football stuff going on around here, right? You know, we did just happen to pick up one of your West Virginia Mountaineers, one of your almost heaven brethrens.
I seen that.
Shout out to Nick. You know what I mean? Nick Kwiatkoski, man. So obviously me and you kind of talked about him yesterday with the Locker Mates episode, but you know, what share with the congregation your thoughts on Nick. It's Nick Quick.
Yeah, man. Athletic linebacker, big running hit type guy. He can run, he can hit. Athlete. He came into West Virginia as a safety, so you know that tell you like his background is in a sense like athletic. He's trying to get picks, you know, but he's gained weight. He's gotten his confidence. He's a hitter. He's been physical. He was physical with the Raiders. I like Nick. He'll give you that Spillane kind of feel, you know, like exciting. You know, I think the fans will get behind him. I think y'all like Nick, and he's a hometown guy.
Bethel Park.
From Pittsburgh, you know, went to West Virginia. You know, now he's a Steeler, so it's that's a nice.
So you say made the right decision?
Yeah, he makes good decisions. You know, good decision maker. He can catch. He can drop. He'll be a good player. Like I think he'll be a good player. I think it's gonna be a nice competition in that room.
Well, that's what that was gonna be the next thing I was talking to. Yeah, who's the odd man out? What's moving? What's shaking? Just to give you an update on, you know, the current depth chart in there. Obviously, you know, Cole Holcomb, Landon Roberts, they were the big guys that we picked up in free agency. Mark Robinson still, you know, making noise, doing what he does. Then you got Tanner Muse. And I don't know if you remember Chappelle Russell. Actually, yeah, Chappelle's still here. Yep. Chappelle Russell is the last guy in that room. And then obviously Nick would be the sixth defender in there. Or excuse me. Yeah, sixth defender in there. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna keep probably 5. He'll keep 5 to 6. One of them will be a super teamer. I think Nick can help on teams. I think he still can run down. I think he'll be good for the punt. I think he'll be on kickoff. He'll be on kick return. But I think he's somebody. He's got starter experience. I think he's in that fight for like that number 3-4 spot.
Ooh,
you know,
so he fighting with like Mark Robinson.
Who you got?
Because like Tanner Muse, to me, Tanner is gonna be special teams.
Yeah, like the teamer.
Yeah, I feel like he's the legit teamer of the group. But with Nick, Nick done started in this league, man. Nick done made some plays in this league. Yeah. Whereas Mark Young, Nick did get paid. Mark, you know, he's the young, exciting, but we're still trying to see what it's going to develop into. So, yeah, they're at different stages, and both are very intriguing in terms of their fight in this. You know what I mean? Their stance in this fight right here, man. But, yeah, how you see this thing playing out, man, and who you give the early nod to before training camp starts?
I mean, of course, Mark gives the early nod. He's been in there. He knows the defense.
Okay.
Running the defense. Yeah, OTA. But it's like it tells you something, too, that he is still going out here shopping for linebackers.
That is very true. If he's still looking, that means he ain't satisfied.
Well, it goes back to that report or that interview by Terrell Austin. Remember, absolutely. He was like, "Oh, I think Mark Robinson, he's been doing really good, but we're looking more for 2023 for him to get a chance to start."
Oh no, he said 2024.
That's what I mean, 2024. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I mean, he might be busting a little. It's just certain things you don't know. He might be busting a little bit. Yeah. Different things like that.
In fact, I felt like that's what we talked about.
Yeah,
because we ended up saying that afterwards when you had brought up that part of the comment. I was like, yeah, it sounds like you busting some coverages, man.
It sounds like a bust.
Yeah, and it's just when you at the mic or you at the middle of that defense, man, you can't bust. If you wrong, then everybody off, man. Yeah, you got to be the most consistent, locked in. You know every call, what everybody's around you doing. So. Yeah, if he's a little uncertain or not as confident with that. And I know from when I had went down there, I told y'all he was getting a ton of those reps in team doing the 1 reps. Him and Landon Roberts, they would keep Cole out of it for whatever reason. But that was really good opportunities for him. But if they're seeing him on a day-to-day out basis and he's making, consistent mistakes or he's having the same things pop up, that's definitely one of those scenarios where it will have you talking like TA was, saying more maybe this is a next year type look instead of a this year type guy. So Nick Kwiatkoski coming in here, man, it does kind of go.
They brought in another guy to try out too.
I did
Jermaine Carter. Yeah, it was him and Kwiatkoski. I guess Kwiatkoski impressed us more
because Jermaine's been in the league too for a while though.
But Carter started 17 games 2 years ago. Was it with the Panthers? Yeah, he started every game for him.
Yeah,
not saying he's amazing or anything,
but still, it's like just starting and producing in the NFL, man. It does have something more than the guys who haven't,
Now, TG, do you think they're done with the linebacker room?
No, I don't think they're done. I mean, I think this is what you got going to Latrobe, and it's kind of like, let's see what happens in Latrobe. But, it's going to get physical. Like, people get nicked, people get bruises, people, who stays healthy, who's playing well. It's kind of like that type. So it's like, I don't think he's done. But, I mean, you got to still keep a watch on Quan out there. Like, he's still out here.
That's the one. Yeah. I'm like, man, come on, bro. What's up over there, man? That number, what you waiting on, man? Everybody waiting on. You know what they waiting on. Who going down? I need my number to go
bring one in. I think he wanted another linebacker anyway. Like, he was trying to bring another one in. So it's like, he probably took that money that Quan didn't take, and let's see what it is. That kind of seems like that type. But no, I don't think he's done yet. I think he's still looking for that athlete. If he can still, or he's still trying to see if his safeties that he's moving down there work out. Like, I think he's still trying to. I think Latrobe's going to take that. It's Latrobe time.
Yeah. Like, you still got to see the Keanu Neal element of it and what that looks like in pads in that role, because we know it's different in OTAs, man. OTAs, minicamp. A lot of guys look great in those roles, but then when you actually put them pads on, it's just like, can you hold up in there? Like, physically, not just doing it one time, but repeating that process, So I think it's a lot of that's what TG's referencing too right there, man. So I can see that, though. I can see, man, Latrobe is going to get fired, man. We, a little bit over a month away, right? I think first practice is the 27th of July, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, man, we getting there. I like it. Almost no time. Hey, it's going to get real out here. You know that. Absolutely. Now, another dude that we were still kind of talking about in terms of just seeing if there would be any type of movement or if we would change our stance on it was the Isaiah Simmons part. When we're just saying, potentially other moves that are left out there, other guys that we could potentially be looking at. He still was that other guy that has still been on our radar, for a while right now. And we're just still thinking to ourselves, like, does that happen anytime now, or is that going to be more of a season thing or close to the season thing? Like, what are you thinking with that still?
I think that's a now thing. I think that happens like in camp if it happens. I think you try to get that over if you try to make that move. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like I think that's a little bit.
He said, I don't know if that one gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know if it's happen. I would love to see it happen.
Why don't you think that's the one I want? That's the one you want? Deke, you want that one?
Too. I'm good with that.
I like that one.
I love to see it. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think training camp tells a lot. People get hurt, things happen, like necessity, who needs it, who would, like I think they hold on to it during a little bit of training camp, but they're trying to shop it before the season starts. So I think they see who needs it, like who linebacker gets hurt, who gets nicked up, who's going to give them a little bit more maybe for it, whose linebacker maybe isn't what they think it is, so they might feel like they can make a move, like just things like that.
So do you have it as a lock that they're going to trade him?
That's what I mean. Like, I don't even think it's a for sure trade. Like,
so you don't. See, I thought it was. I think he definitely was gonna get moved. That's how I looked at it. When they pick up that option,
I think they got issues over there because they gotta figure out what they're doing with Buddha. It's like, do you want to unload everything at one time? Like, they got a lot of stuff.
Well, they could tank for your boy, right?
They could, and that would be the place to do it too. They could.
But then
honestly, I know we did the whole game. I know we did the whole game of like, who would you take, Caleb Williams or this guy, this guy? I would do that if I was the Cardinals.
I would
move on from Kyler Murray right now.
Absolutely, I would. Absolutely.
That'd be the place where it happened. Like,
but
no one wants Kyler.
But time out, can you do that? Yeah, I was about to say, man, who is taking Kyler right now, bro?
That's still the first pick in the draft. Somebody would take it.
I'm listening.
That's a
that
big
contract. I don't know, man.
Baltimore was calling over there when the whole Lamar stuff was going on.
Man, they was calling to put pressure on Lamar, man. They won't call to do that, man. You know that. That was a negotiation tactic. They was like, yo, we need Lamar to sign. Call up Kyler. He run around like Kyler. Call up Kyler.
You don't think nobody would call over for Kyler Murray, the first pick in the draft? The first pick in the draft, somebody would call and check it out.
But
they would check in. I'm with you.
That's my only thing.
There would be some intrigue.
Yeah.
Man, all right. Somebody would call and like, let me see.
Would you bring him to Pittsburgh?
Somebody.
TG, would you bring him to Pittsburgh?
Come on.
No, I would.
Wait, was that would or wouldn't?
I wouldn't bring him to Pittsburgh. I would not bring him to Pittsburgh.
Why you saying it like that, bro? You sure?
I wouldn't pick that contract up. I get that part with that.
I don't know if I believe TG.
He got real giggly. He got real giggly all of a sudden. We started talking about, hey, where would you bring Kyle over here? Hey, ha, ha, ha.
Man.
That's crazy.
Somewhere like Chicago. You know what I mean?
They got Fields over there, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, Justin Fields, I like him better than Kyler.
Everybody has somebody right now.
Yeah, because either you have the young guy, you're hoping to be the franchise, or you got your franchise paying a decent amount already.
Tampa's an option.
Yeah. That's actually a good one, yeah.
Denver after this season. I think after this year. Yeah.
Everybody has somebody right now. You could even say Detroit, but it's like Detroit drafted that young boy behind.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker behind Goff. Yeah.
So it's like everybody is comfortable right now, but it's like you just have to see how people are playing. Who's not what they think they are. There's a lot of fitting places though. You know.
No, I could dig that. Then. He's just one of the ones for me, man. Like, I don't know, bro.
We're still talking about Murray?
Yeah. He just. I don't think it's market like that. I don't know. I don't think his market is like that right now, bro. Off of the injury as well.
I think you got to be a bum team like the Bucs.
Some
just
of the
bringing
buzz
something to bring some excitement. That would be it.
He's still the first pick in the draft, though.
Yeah, that's why I would do it if I was a team like the Bucs. I'd bring him in.
I can see that.
But like, if you brought up Detroit, if you have Jared Goff and you're paying him like 30-something mil, I think you just stick with Goff. Over trading for Murray, paying Murray.
And they're two totally different style of players.
But they just picked up Hendon Hooker too, right?
But Hendon is more so a long-term thing because he coming off the ACL. So it's like you don't.
So you saying he's a one year rental? If you bring that over there,
you know what?
I'm
not even joking. Not even joking. I could see the Vikings.
I could see somewhere honestly, I could see Dallas.
They might move on from Kirk after this year naturally anyway.
I can see the Cowboys.
Okay.
I can see Houston. I can see things
like that. No, not Houston. Houston just took Stroud.
I could see the Cowboys. Yeah, I could see the Cowboys. They'd have to move on. Who's taking Dak then?
Well, Dak, I would take Dak before I take Kyler.
I don't know how. If I'm going there as hard as you think either, though. Dak's starting to get around.
I'm with you as well, but I'm just saying between those two specifically, I'm taking Dak over Kyler. That's what I was just them two. Yeah, but I do agree with
Dak gives you more consistency.
Yes.
But you got to think, and it's a lot of that too. Kyler's a legend in Texas. Kyler's the best thing to ever come from Texas. Like,
he ain't no Johnny
Texas.
Football.
He's Johnny Football.
He ain't no Johnny Football. Stop it. He ain't no Johnny.
Kyler didn't lose a game till he went to college.
He wasn't no Johnny Football though.
He was Johnny Football.
He won't throwing up the money signs. Come on, man. It's only one money man, Zill.
I'm just saying Kyler would get a shot. Like somebody would call
dig it. I can dig what you're saying.
Somebody would come see about that. That's the first pick in the draft. Somebody will see about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I
can dig
that.
I'm with you on that.
Minnesota would be a great spot.
Deke said Minnesota. If he want to come up,
I'm not even joking about that.
Like, that's cool. I ain't tripping on it. Hey, man, this ain't Kirk first rodeo.
I just think the Vikings are thinking about moving on from Kirk Cousins. I think they have been for the last couple of years.
No, they definitely have been. Yeah.
Washington will be a good spot. Like, it's places he can learn. Yeah.
What about Seattle?
Seattle will be all right. No. Not really the spot.
He can't go to Seattle? What you mean?
This is not the spot.
Why can't Kyler go to Seattle, bro? It worked for Geno.
That's Geno. That's Geno. That's Geno.
I'm just saying, it's just swap for swap, man. Yeah.
Is that like set in stone though, or is that like you had one good season? All right, we gave you a decent contract here, but
we gave you the contract that looked good on paper, but it ain't got a lot of like depth in that thing. Like once you get out of year one, is it one of them? All good, bro. All good. Good old Kyler. All good though, because I'm thinking to myself, even like a team like Miami, right?
With Tua. I would do that.
Like realistically, that's one of the ones where it'd be iffy. Who would you take between them two right now, if they were both healthy?
Kyler
and Tua.
I take Kyler.
I low key agree.
Yeah.
If both were healthy, I'd like Kyler.
Yeah, I like Kyler. That's still the first pick in the draft. That's still Kyler.
I wish I would have seen some better stuff from Kyler in the playoffs. Though.
Seriously,
but Tua hasn't given me anything.
What have you done for me lately? Like,
yeah, I was about to say, the longer we're talking about it, you're like, all right, I guess, somebody's going to pick up that call. Somebody's going to talk.
Somebody make that call.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're definitely right about that. You're definitely right.
I wonder what, maybe here's the thing I'm thinking. Maybe you're not getting as much in return as you would have thought.
The Saints will make that call.
Like, you're not getting multiple firsts for Kyler, are you? With that contract, it's not the contract.
I say, what are you asking for then? Because you think about some of the stuff that's been surrounding him, right? They talk about some of the studying. They talk about just him in the facility. You know what I mean? Like his dynamic.
They put
a
Call of Duty clause in his
contract. like when you gotta have TG, you know how they if they putting that in there, man, they doing it for a reason. That's you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's.
How old is Kyler though? It's kind of like you gotta think like people probably like, oh, we'll get him over here in our vet locker room and grow him up. Or,
okay.
You know what I mean?
How old is Kyler? You're right. Good call on that.
Yeah,
I'm saying 26.
If he's 26, that's a grown man. That's all I'm saying, bro.
That's not a grown man.
At 26, you're not grown in the league?
No, Geno just clicked. Geno's 31.
Bro, stop using the Geno. Stop it, man.
25. He'll turn 26 this August. Actually, on my birthday. Me and him have the same birthday.
Shout out. You, him, and Sid, huh?
Me, him, Sid. Actually, Jalen Hurts, too.
And Highsmith, too, right?
And Alex Highsmith.
Yeah,
we got a good crew.
Shout out. Y'all decent? Yeah.
I was watching the Michael Vick True Life 30 for 30.
Shout out to Seven, man. You know where he from, too. You know where he from. Let's go, man.
But they were saying there was like Vic's mentality with the Eagles was way different than Vic with the Falcons. Like, and I know he had stuff happen, but it was like if Vic had this type study habits with the Falcons, he'd have been Super Bowl. So it's like, I know stuff happens, but trades still crazy.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
But bro, wait a minute.
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
Wait a minute, bro. What?
Grow up.
Hey,
things happen.
So it said, Vic had a little something in Atlanta,
I know
and then he came back to Philly. It was good. Like, what?
Yeah, I guess that's the question. If the jail stuff didn't happen with Vic, does he change like that?
Seriously, like, bro, it wasn't just no stuff he had. Like, so that was some heavy. Like, it set him down, bro. What we talking about, man? Of course he was gonna change, man. What we talking about? That boy said, well, Vic had a little situation. It worked out for him. Kyler, he rehabbing right now. It's got to be the same. What?
I'm saying.
I'm trying to think. Who would be another example?
Hey,
that would be him getting traded.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
okay, you said the trade would wake him up.
The trade, that's what it is. The trade is kind of like being incarcerated. You know, I get it. All right, I see some similarities there.
That's
sure.
That's a lot.
Yo. I don't know how you did that right there, TG. Only you, man. Only you.
I get what he's saying. I'm trying to think of another example.
Really? But that's such an extreme
of
example.
Of a talented guy, little immature, left a little potential out there, but then
Randall
Cunningham.
What about Randall Cunningham?
I don't know enough about his career.
Oh, I think of him in Philly, and then when he went to Minnesota. Last thing of that element of it.
Was he getting like the Kyler Murray rap in Philly?
I mean, I thought it was something rocky in Philly, and then ultimately, I know Chris Carter was definitely like that, but it's a different position. Because they said Chris Carter was tripping in Philly, and then that's why they shipped him out to Minnesota. And it worked out for him.
I'm trying to think of a quarterback.
That's what I'm trying to think. Quarterback specifically, though.
I gave you Vic.
Bro, no, it can't be. Bro, we got to have another, like, Vic is like the extreme example. We looking for like another like medium version.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk was winning in Washington. Stop that, man. Kirk got the double franchise tag for a reason in Washington. So why he get the why they double franchise tag? Why they ain't let my dog cook? Why they ain't let him leave? Why they ain't let him leave? Anybody could do that, right?
Because that jumped on them. The plan was supposed to be.
I don't even get this comparison at all.
I'm like, anybody could do what Kirk does, right? So they could have easily just moved on from him.
Kirk done way better in Minnesota than he did in Washington.
But y'all told me he suck in Minnesota. Y'all told me that he been throwing for 4K like it won't nothing.
And now he's done way better than he was in Washington.
Y'all told me he couldn't cook anywhere, man. All I know is Kirk O'Chain's game travels. Nameless great faces.
Hollywood 931 brings up Drew Brees.
Because Drew came off the injury. Was it? Yeah.
No one was questioning like Brees' work ethic.
Right.
Though. He wasn't playing amazing with the Chargers. But he started playing good with the Chargers.
But and then this week I hurt. But
yeah,
it wasn't. I don't remember any of this type of talk though.
Right. Someone's bringing up Rich Gannon. He did have a really good second half of his career.
Right.
But I don't remember what was going on before that.
Yeah. Tannehill's a good one.
Tannehill's
bro in Miami, but he still has some success.
He's still Tannehill to me. Yeah. He's still the same guy to me.
Maybe Terrell Pryor.
What?
But he has.
We're switching Kyler to slot receiver.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of a dude with his work, like so at least we could go off of it without it being Vic, because that's such an extreme, man. Like.
Big Noriega says Brett Favre is the perfect example.
After the Jets, when he went to Minnesota, think about that. It was dope in Green Bay. It was chaotic in New York, and then it bounced back and got where it was supposed to be in Minnesota. No,
I mean, he wanted to go to Minnesota from the start. This was his whole scheme of getting out of Green Bay from the beginning. He fake retired just so they'd cut him.
I'm glad it worked out for him.
Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, I'm not seeing any amazing examples.
I don't either. And I can't just roll with TG's Michael Vick because that's too extreme, man.
Vic didn't do it.
Vic had a legit real life wake up call. Like that wasn't a football wake up call. That was like hey bro, you see where you at right now, man? You see where you gonna be at for the next year? All right now, what you gonna do from here? I don't think Kyler has had that moment just yet, man. Like that's a different type of come to Jesus moment, TG. Like Kyler ain't had that he ain't had that moment just yet, man. When you sitting there, you like, bro, what is going on? All right, how do we get here? What is next? He's not there yet, man. Kyler's still doing his thing, man.
Maybe the injury. Maybe the injury wakes him up a little bit.
That's the only thing I can go. I'm like, him sitting down right now, not being able to do what he's accustomed to doing from an athletic standpoint, maybe that's the difference. But other than that, I don't see it. I don't see what wakes him up to make him feel like I have to really like lock in like that, because they paid him even with all that stuff going on. Remember that.
They did.
Yeah, they put the clause in there, and then he complained about that.
But
and they
he
took
give
the
him
clause
the third
out.
most money for a quarterback.
Absolutely. So there has been nothing to really incentivize him to change his temperament, his study habits, or anything.
I do feel that. I do. But I think the injuries and I think a trade would be that. You know what I mean? Trades wake people up. You know how that goes.
It does. It does.
It's just you really don't typically get the number 1 overall pick or your supposed franchise quarterback getting traded in like the middle of their prime.
Well, somebody brought up Deshaun Watson.
Jay Cutler.
They brought up Deshaun Watson.
Jay Cutler got traded from Broncos to the Bears, but like it was still Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Deshaun's the one I'm interested to see. Sit out. You sit out obviously with the suspension or whatever that whole thing, and then, you know, it's coming back to play this year.
I don't know if there are questions about Deshaun Watson being good on the field, though. He's done better than Murray.
But I think
he did better.
But I think of in the context of
Murray's done in Arizona.
But I think of just in the context of what we saw from him last year, getting back from there. That's what I was thinking of. But I'm like, other than that, I don't like, because Kyler is a different. Like, Kyler's a Pro Bowler. Kyler's taken the team to a postseason before, so Kyler has won and has done some good stuff. But at the same time, you look at the style of play, you look at the consistency with it, and then you hear all the other stuff that comes from behind the scenes. And that's what makes it kind of like weird with him. But he still has success, though, to an extent.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe I'm giving Watson too much credit in Houston over Murray with the Cardinals.
Right,
Murray's like a 2-time Pro Bowler in his own right.
Like, they both.
I would take Watson Watson
win,
over Kyler still, but yeah, maybe it's closer than I just let on.
Because Watson has one playoff win?
Yeah, but he had that bad one against the Chiefs where they blew it. They were up. Texans were up like 21.
Because that was after they came back on us. Because Buffalo was up 20, like 20 zip or 21 zip, and then he came back, won it in overtime if I remember correctly. And then that was the following week where they jumped out on Kansas City was up 3 scores, and then that's when Mahomes came back 3 scores versus them. They did it again versus Tennessee with Tannehill and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Shout out to Kyler, man.
Yeah, some type of trade like that doesn't happen too often.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, man. So now we'll see how that works.
It probably would if the Cardinals do have the number 1 overall pick, though. I would assume they're taking Caleb Williams.
That'd be cold-blooded. But I would like it. I would definitely be for it, man. I would definitely be for it. I like it, though, man. I like it. I'm trying to think, man. Would you have anything else?
I do.
Oh, go ahead. What you got, man?
I do.
Yeah.
I know Terrence. Why am I calling him Terrence?
I was about to say that was so professional.
Yeah, no.
Like
I was going to say Terrence Garvin. No, it's TG. We're talking to TG.
Hey, Terrence.
TG is our
so you about to go tell
West
on somebody,
Virginia
man.
correspondent here. So I need a breakdown. I need a takeaway of state of West Virginia right now. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. Y'all did have some basketball. New era.
Bob Huggins gone.
Huggy Bear, man.
Losing recruits, losing players potentially.
We had a top two transfer portal squad coming over. I think they're all still coming. We're in the state of turmoil.
Ain't no way they gonna all go. They can't all come now. Come on now. Yeah. Whenever the head guy gracefully resigns, okay.
Yeah. He resigned.
He resigned. He wasn't fired. Just for the let the record reflect. He resigned. Okay.
Listen, he gave us a great run. He was there since 2007. He took us to a Final Four. He's a true West Virginia.
I thought this was supposed to be y'all year though.
It is.
It can't still be all year if the head guy ain't there.
We're probably first of all we're already about to bring something new in. Like, you know how it is. Like,
but we talk about what you're replacing. You ain't just replacing no regular.
It's gonna be a splash though. It's gonna be a splash.
I hope so.
I'm sure
man.
Joe Mazzulla got a call. I'm sure people we got people.
He say Joe Mazzulla got a call.
We got people. Don't worry about it. We'll be okay.
What that got to
do with this football game?
You said it again?
What that got to do with this football game though? We'll be around. What's up with that?
Oh, he trying to change DC.
I just don't think the vibes are really good for either team.
Yeah, we think, man, when a guy like Bob Huggins gets, he resigns like that. We just think it hurts the whole university, the whole, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that wears West Virginia colors that has ever been to almost heaven or any of that. If they even got Country Roads, if they even know the name of that song, I think everybody's morale's down right now, man.
Even married people get divorced, bro. You gotta bounce back.
You know? Hey, listen. My 12th wedding anniversary is tomorrow. We don't throw that D word around over here. We don't even speak that in over here. None of that. All right, just leave that alone. Just leave that one alone. We don't want no problems. All right.
Just give it some time. Like we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Okay.
Like all good things, we'll be all right.
Okay.
We'll be all right. We still are West Virginia. We still are who we are. We'll be all right.
All right. I mean, it doesn't seem like everybody's as cool and collected as you are. That's all. We know you've been a lot higher on the programs, plural, there. And not everybody reflects, what you feel. So maybe you're the outlier. Maybe you're in the minority here. You feel me? Like that could be the case. Because I don't feel like West Virginia, like I don't feel like everybody's as confident right now, man.
I'm just saying, don't panic.
Okay.
Don't panic yet. Not yet. Like we still got all these recruits. We still got an elite squad coming in. We was projected to be a Final Four team. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, if he ain't there, that was a part of the projection.
I don't think everybody gonna lead though.
Wait, is that projection real?
Not
coming into 2023?
In terms of basketball, like I don't know if it was like Vegas, but they got buzzed for hoops though. Yeah, absolutely for hoops. Yeah. But they was nice last year. They've been nice the past couple years, bro.
It was nice last year.
No.
You don't know.
In terms of hoops?
No, they were bad in the Big 12 last year. You guys, WVU.
I think we made the tournament last year.
Yeah, you guys barely should have made it.
I know the year before they had a little run.
You barely made it.
The year before they had a little run in the tournament. The cat that got drafted.
I'm talking about last year.
And on top of that, the Big 12 is the toughest division in college basketball.
I would agree with that right now.
You guys snuck in.
We're the toughest league in college basketball.
They say Big 12 the new Big East for hoops right now, bro.
It's overhyped.
You think so?
It is.
Oh, we smashed Iowa State in the tourney.
But did y'all weren't that good. Y'all had them twins last year. Y'all was all right.
We were good. Yeah, we need some more props than that. We were pretty good.
Yeah, y'all ain't nothing. No, ain't nothing now. Don't do that.
We should only be better. I'm telling you, we should only be better this year. Got some nice transfer portals as well.
Dang.
Huh? Got some good recruits coming
in.
He said West Virginia should beat Pitt at everything this year. God damn.
Are we playing in hoops? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. Y'all not on our level. I'm sure. We'll be around. You know where to find us.
I legitimately think Pitt was the. West Virginia lost round 1 of March Madness. Mm-hmm. Pitt made it longer. We went to round 2. But no, I legitimately think Pitt was the better team over West Virginia when the NCAA basketball 2023 season ended.
But March Madness this year was like truly March Madness. Like FAU went to the Final Four.
Yeah, bring up a good point.
I just know we made it to round 2, and I'm not patting myself on the back for that. I mean, we should have went further, but
he's like a big loser. Right?
We did go round 2. West Virginia went round 1.
Yeah, he was like a big loser. Like,
round 2 is further than round 1, though. I get, yeah.
You get what I mean?
I see, yeah.
That's like consolation.
We can't be talking about West Virginia being this good basketball school and not give Pitt their props.
Fair enough. All right, okay.
I told you we got a nice recruiting class coming in.
Now you told me your football recruiting class is nice too. Now.
Yeah, our football will be good. We'll be straight. We'll be Pitt.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, we'll be Pitt.
You said go beat Penn, go beat Penn State, and then they go the rest of the year.
We'll figure it out.
It's like the Browns with the Steelers. Like them playing the Steelers is like their Super Bowl. It seems that way with West Virginia. Like playing Pitt's their Super Bowl. It's just another game for us.
It's not just another game.
He said it's just a Super Bowl. Yo, why?
We got bigger sights for the season.
Another game. It's not just another game. You can never minimize that. It's not just another game. It's the backyard brawl. It's the game.
Put some respect on it, man. Put some respect on it.
It's tradition. There's rivalry. But I'm just saying, we got bigger sights than just beating West Virginia this year.
Man, the way y'all treated us last year, you better just hope y'all get out of there. Like, it's gonna be hostile.
I thought the hospitality was nice in Pittsburgh.
hope y'all get out of there.
How we treated you? I thought we were classy fans.
No. All I'm gonna say is this, TG. In the chat, my man Donald Copeland said, "WVU don't want any talk with basketball when you're talking H2P right now." All right,
I'm telling you, Pitt's gonna be good this year.
Yeah,
they're building off what they did last year. I'm telling you.
But now Ragu spent the block and was like, "Let's go Mountaineers." So just to let you know, you know what I'm saying, you got some action in here, but you know. The Pitt crowd, they not fearing you guys what they saying basically. Okay, yeah. I like it, man. I like it. All right. Well, before
wait, real quick. How did you feel about the Haggins resigning
versus the Fire?
Were you for it, or would you have liked them to stick around?
Man, I mean, I would. I would have loved. You know,
What your morals look like? What's your morals like today, bro? Are we winning or are we good guys?
I would have loved for them to put him in maybe a program, let him get his body, let him get his mind together.
Hey, look, you gonna need a little 60-day, all right? Because you got a little history in your track record, all right? We're gonna give you 60-day. We're gonna hit you for a 10-piece, and we're gonna take some of this paper out your pocket. But
I think they had already took the money from him.
They took a mill. Yeah, they had took a mill off of them already. Yeah.
I think timing's tough.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's the dead time of year too, bro. Yeah.
The dead time. You know,
if this is like later on in August or September where football's going on, you might slide under the radar. Not all the way under, but you might have had a little more chill.
They went to the Natty last year. Yeah. They didn't go to the Natty last year. It's like, all right, that's too much. You've done too much. So, I mean, I would love for him to, you know, I would have loved to see if they could have worked it out, but I think it might have been just too much.
No.
Just a little too much. DUIs are big deals, you know? You're in the company car.
Yeah, you can't be in the company car. With all the accessories in the car, the
little details.
Yeah.
And you know, he might not have been drinking all them at that moment. Like some of them could have been recycled.
But it's the optics, you know that.
It's the optics. It's the .21. Like some of them is big numbers. Like those are big numbers.
Yeah. He said, yo, that's a big number. .21. Not .02. .21. Like, yeah, bruh.
That's a big number.
Yeah. You won't know I had a sip. That was for real. Yeah. No.
And then, you know, he ain't no little dude, so it's like,
facts.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But it's all good. Like, I think he's the fourth winningest coach in the history of college basketball. Like, I think he's a super.
Nah, his track record in terms of on the court, I mean, it's Stan. We know who Bobby is. Come on, man. Bob Huggins, that guy. But
like the history of college basketball, it's only 3 people ahead of him.
I don't know. Seriously.
And he's only off by literally like 3 wins from being number 3, and he's like 70 from being number 2. Like, that's a legend. That's literally a living legend.
No, without a doubt, man.
You know, just you know.
Bad decision, man. It's a bad decision.
Tough night.
Yeah.
And you know the concert was going, so you know
they killed him with that because they was like all this traffic down here for the Swifties 2 days, and what if he got one of the Swifties? You can't hit a Swiftie, bro. You can't hit a Swiftie. That's what you can't do.
There was more people there than the playoff game. Like,
you can't hit no Swiftie, bro. Yeah.
Huh. So
I made the mistake. I had a meeting on Friday.
Oh God! Don't tell me you went down that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
1 o'clock at Southern Tier.
Good. Oh, what?
It was like literally going to like a Steelers tailgate. The traffic.
Yikes! Yeah.
I had to pay $40 for parking for that lunch.
Yeah. Expensive lunch, man.
Had no clue it was happening.
Yeah.
So I got down there.
Yep.
That's the most people to ever be in that stadium. Like,
it was crazy, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It literally got like that.
Nah, it was real. It was real. I like it, man. I like it, man.
We'll be back. West Virginia Athletics, we're still around. Don't trip.
All right. Respect. Well, like I said, before I let you go, man, I did want to give you a chance, man. We did lose one of our Steeler brothers, man. Clark Haggins, former Super Bowl champ, passed away. I believe it was Monday, 46 years old. But just wanted to give you a chance, man, to, you know, share some thoughts, man, if you had anything that you wanted to say about Clark, man, with the news of him passing, bro.
Man, so young. That's a Steeler brother, man. You know, prayers with his family, all his loved ones.
Yeah.
I think he did good here. He was a legend, you know. I seen him at a signing a couple of times. Like, nothing. We never really had too much interaction, but it was somebody I kind of, you know, you've seen him at a signing.
Yeah,
like,
you know him. He got buzz.
That's one of the legends. Yep. Like, that's one of those. So it's like
you said, that's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So he laid the groundwork for dudes like me to come through. So I always respect it.
No, respect, man. Respect. But my dog, man, that's going to do it for us today, baby. So we appreciate you. We spin the block with this thing next week, man. And
spin the block,
I'm about to say, I'm going to see you on Monday. You already know that, man. So just make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're not recruiting and scouting these kids too hard, all right? They're kids. They are kids. They're kids, man. They're kids.
I'm ready.
TG was in the crowd. He was talking to moms and dads like, all right. Let me. What's the birth certificate again? Okay. Now, has anybody offered your son just yet? Because you're gonna remember your first. You never forget your first. If you haven't got an offer to your son just yet, I could be the guy today to make that happen. TG,
just grade. We've seen it early.
TG was like, what would Nick do? That's what he kept saying. What would Nick do? Nick Saban, because Nick Saban offering something like that. So TG is trying to get ahead of the curve. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna need you. You know what I'm saying? Just you chill out a little bit when I see you on Monday. All right, my dog. Appreciate you again, broski. Peace,
bro.
Let's get it, man. Shout out to TG, aka Terrence Garvin, taking a little time to join us, man. As I think he should be back in Pittsburgh by now. But say, yeah, man, my dog. All right. So I think we got some supers. Let's catch up on those.
Yeah.
And, we should have time to get at least one of these in. Yeah, maybe get one. We'll see.
Countryman League 48. Welcome back, Moats and Deke.
Man, salute you, man. It has been a little minute, man. He welcoming us back today. And then we're going to be off again. It's the wedding anniversary, guys. I want to let y'all know. I'm celebrating my 12th wedding anniversary. All right. And the way that I've seen the success of this thing going is don't work on your anniversary. Make sure that you know the anniversary. You acknowledge the anniversary. It's a big deal, but not too big. But it's important. All right? And you got to make it reflect that with the schedule. Just a little, wedding or marital advice for my young people out there.
Yeah,
right?
Completely understood.
Yeah. So, no show tomorrow. Just everybody know. Okay?
Ramsey Sala, what do you think about Broderick being named a loser of the OTA/camp? Is that something to be concerned about? Saw an article, don't know how real it is.
No, I did see that. And honestly, man, people write articles like that, and they have some legitimacy to them. But my biggest critique is, how do you call an offensive lineman a loser in shirts and shorts practice? You can't evaluate it. You notice every time I've talked, whether it was this year, last year, any of these years, you hardly ever hear me talk about O-line, D-line, and OTAs in minicamp. Because you're in shirt and shorts. You're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to be out here. We're going to get some looks, step the right way, make sure you know what the play design is, but I'm not out here to see how physical you are. I'm not out here to see if you can block a speed rusher. In fact, we've had, as an outside linebacker, we work closely with the O-line. It's times when we talk to them dudes and they know, look, man, if you speed rushing in OTAs, bro, I'm not about to try to drive you to the ground in shirts and shorts. Nah. So, yeah, you might look like you cooking me, but I'm going to see about it in late road. That's the conversation. You see some of these dudes that are bull rush guys on defense. It's like, bro, you bull rushing a tackle in shirts and shorts. What does that prove? You get to late road. Now let's see how tough you are. Now let's see some of that. So I just thought, when I saw the article, I thought it was premature. I looked at it like, man, if a person is trying to make a headline, what makes a headline? Let me go at the first rounder. And why can't I go at the first rounder right now? Well, because there's not a lot of info or people talking about him because of it being OTAs. That'll shift, though, come training camp. When you're in training camp, you see a man helmet, shoulder pads, pants, and he's actually having to be physical in the run game. He's actually having to, anchor against the bull rush. He's actually having to try to run a guy by legitimately versus a speed rush. I think that's when we'll get a better evaluation of Broderick. But to call him a loser from 10, not even 10, 9 practices, Coach T cancels one of them. 9 practices in OTAs and then 3 mandatory minicamp practices where you're in shirts and shorts, to me, I just think is not accurate. And I think it's very premature. But everybody has their thing, man. So we ain't go, kill the person that wrote the article, salute the person for taking that time out. But
that's always my perception on it, though, from Kabali on The Athletic. He said himself, I hate to label the first-round pick a loser based on what he showed the past month, because offensive line play cannot be judged until helmet and pads go on.
So how do you start with that but then say you're a loser? Let's go.
Goes on. Yeah, I'll keep going on. Steelers always allow competition to play out. Rarely do they name someone a starter just because of their 10-year paycheck or draft status. It appears that Moore is going to make Jones fight for a spot on the roster.
Okay.
If you draft a guy in the first round, this is a Pat Meyer quote, Draft a guy in the first round, you're not drafting a guy to sit him. It's the nature of the business. When he's ready to play and we think he's ready to play, the kid's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was a Kabali quote from the article. Says, Jones could come out in camp and dominate and overtake Moore. We've seen that before with Pouncey, but the Steelers, speaking glowingly of Moore and his improvement, could be a precursor of what's to come. Trust me when I tell you that facing Bosa, Garrett, and Crosby in the first 3 games won't have anything to do with it.
So he labeled him the loser because they were complimentary of Dan
Pumping
Moore.
Up Dan Moore a little bit.
You see why I said what I said, man? It just seems like
it's a harsh label. I could maybe stock down is more appropriate.
But why is it stock down? Just because they spoke highly of another player? You catch my drift?
Well, I think he was also saying like it could be assumed that since we took Jones in the first round, he's coming in as the starter. But that's not if we'll just say if you assume that, because I didn't assume that.
I never assumed that.
I didn't. I thought they'd have Dan Moore as the starter and Broderick Jones was gonna have to earn it. But if you assume Jones was gonna come in and the job was gonna be his, that's why his stock down might be down a little bit.
All right. Well, yeah, if that's what you assume, then sure. But
loser's a strong word.
I'm just like, even if that's the case, though, right? Did they say Dan Moore's the starter?
No, they're going to compete.
But that's been what was communicated from the time the draft has happened, right? So I'm just saying, like,
that's what I thought.
So what has shifted is what I'm trying to, basically what I'm getting to with the loser or stock down in terms of linemen.
Dan Moore was showing some stuff.
I guess, bro.
It's going to be a little bit harder for Broderick to win.
It's the NFL, bro. What are we talking about? Dan Moore started 2 years in this league. We talked about that already. Am I missing something? Like, I just don't understand, like, what does Dan Moore have to do with Broderick being labeled the loser or stock down from OTAs? Like, I don't know. That's just my energy with it. But it's probably because he said loser. If he would have just been like, this is something to watch for, I think that's a different connotation. I think that's a different set of expectations that follows that. When you say this person was the loser out of camp or this was the stock down out of camp, bro, you're sending a different message. That's all. And if it's legitimate, it's legitimate. And I would say, like, if you're talking secondary guys like Mark Robinson, that's a legitimate critique. When you talk about TA saying that maybe he's a 2024 guy, that is legitimate info because he legitimately is having to show certain things that you can evaluate right now. Offensive alignment, what am I evaluating right now? Players going right. Did you step to the right? All right, cool. Players going left. Did you go to the left? Cool. I told you one time I was down there, the O-line let the dude, practicing like you're supposed to, professionally. The guy swats at Mitch's arm. It's a strip sack. You think Coach T was yelling at the offensive lineman? No. But I'm sure a reporter might have been like, hey, man, he had a great rush right there. He won't have a strip sack. Nah, Coach T was like, get out. Hold D-line. Because that's not what you're looking for in OTAs. It's not about that. It's about, just get where you're supposed to get to. But, man, we're not trying to win nothing right now. I can't evaluate a pass rusher. I can't evaluate an offensive lineman in shirts and shorts, bro. But it's also a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the article, so I get it. But I'm sure I got some traction.
I tried to find the full article,
man,
but they were trying to make me pay for it.
Yeah, that's the Athletic. You know how they do. They're going to charge you. Shout out to them, though,
so,
man.
Yeah, there were some snippets I found online from, I think that was SteelerNation.com.
Yeah. That's my only thing. I'm just like, man, offensive linemen, D linemen are evaluated with pads on. Everybody could look great. I've seen pass rushers look great in OTAs and minicamp. You've heard me tell the story. Look like first ballot Hall of Famers. I've seen offensive linemen look like first ballot Hall of Famers in OTAs and minicamp. Them pads are going to be the truth teller, man. And that's what we're going to get a chance to see in a couple of weeks, baby. Absolutely.
Colton Troy Fu, aloha, my brothers.
Man, salute you,
You guys
baby.
Believe in aliens? Ooh, good question. You got to watch the documentary Moment of Contact. Rest in peace to number 53. He's talking about Clark Haggins. A true unsung hero from those defenses.
Respect. Do I believe in aliens? I ain't researched enough. If I researched more, I probably would. I don't know. I never really thought of it. Like, I'm not one of them people that really get like enamored with, is there anything else out there? I'm like, yo, if it is cool, if it ain't cool, I'm just enjoying my situation right now, man. But yeah, if they are out there, I hope they vibed out. You know, I might see them when I research one time.
Man,
you
if I had to bet, I'd say there is something out there. The universe is so
it's too
huge.
big. Yeah, it's just massive. So I'm like, I'm sure something has to be out there. Yeah.
What's this documentary though? He says Moment of Contact.
I tap in. Yeah. You know I'm on it, man. It be this type of stuff that
some of these documentaries can be pretty convincing.
It's this. Did you see the little? I don't know if you saw this. I was on social media and it was some like medical person. They said, if you go to sleep to like crime documentaries.
Oh, that was me, I think.
Oh, I see the little. It's like, I'm like, bro, I do though. I mean, why we go to sleep?
Oh, never mind. No, that's not me.
But
you're talking about the one that just popped up on Twitter.
And it was like, yo, like this technically is not a good thing when you go to sleep. I'm like, no,
right, red flag.
We watch all the time. I was like, but this would be something that once I'm done watching the crime stuff and wifey go to sleep, then I pop in Moment of Contact. Yeah.
No, that stuff has happened to me before on accident. Where I'm watching Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Oh, and
I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. and I'm hearing about this murder mystery type of thing.
This person was stabbed 37 times and the blade broke.
I can't get up fast enough to turn off the TV.
Yes.
I'm like, why does this happen?
Yes.
It annoys me so much.
Yes. That is funny, bro.
No, I hate that stuff. Okay. Fish Momentum, Moats and Deke, how are you?
Man, salute you, Official Momentum. And I am well. Hope you are well as well, man.
He also says prayers to all. Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr.
Let's go, man. Keep his name alive, baby. Jack Myers Jr., baby. One time for the culture.
Mike Hood, I think with Spillane and others, folks are expecting the unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Example, Shazier.
Yeah.
People need to understand solid linebackers versus unicorn.
Mike Hood, that is actually a great way to put it, man. Because Shay is definitely a unicorn. And when you talk about those type of freaky coverage type linebackers or the guys that could do it all legitimately, they are unicorns, and that's why they get paid what they get paid. That's why they get drafted when they get drafted, and that's why if you think you have that or you think you can find that, you go and spend the resources on it. Isaiah Simmons, Devin Bush, right? Devin White, different people that at some way, shape, or form has been viewed as a unicorn, or they thought they could be unicorns. So no, there is a difference, man. But at the same time, I'm with you, man. You can definitely still cook with solid linebackers. You just got to know what their skill set is. And I think right now we have a group of solid linebackers, like a really good group of solid linebackers. I don't think we have a unicorn just yet, but that's what we're trying to find, whether that is a Quan Alexander, is that a Isaiah Simmons,
Mark Robinson,
you know what I mean? Like, does he develop into a unicorn? Like, those are some of the convos. But right now we definitely have a good, solid LB core, which is a positive for us.
Problem with Spillane is he gave us too much good too soon.
He definitely did, man.
He gave us a pick six against Lamar and then smoked Derrick Henry at the goal line.
He was
just playing really good those first 7-8 weeks too, in replacement for Devin Bush before he got hurt. He was playing really good for us. A lot of people were a big fan, and then he got hurt, and then Brown's game was rough. And he's been good for us since, but we never were able to recapture that magic.
Yeah. Came back down to earth.
So, the expectations initially got high for Spillane.
Because we were like, well, what if he can be that? What if he is
Devin
what
Bush's
we thought
replacement.
Devin was? Yeah.
Fish Momentum says, can the regular season start now?
Man.
Oh, I'm excited for football.
Trust me.
I really am.
It is that time,
NFL
bro.
and college football.
The itch is real, bro. The itch is real.
Fish Momentum, he already said that, yeah. I screenshotted it twice. He also says, Ambition Live, 4th of July, Mount Lebanon Park for free.
Let's go. Shout out to Mount Lebo Park, man. Let's get it.
Also says, Ambition Live Craft House, July 21st.
You know he on tour. Let's get it, man.
Yeah,
he's
working hard in July there.
I like that, though, man. This is a great time of year, man. Everybody's outside right now.
DeAndre Azell, could there be a scenario where DeMarvin Leal takes Larry O's spot?
DeMarvin is the long-term answer. I think he has the potential. I just don't think he's going to be consistent enough this year to overtake Larry. The only way I see DeMarvin overtaking Larry like full-time is if he just, cooks from a pass rushing perspective. Because I just feel like right now when I watch DeMarvin, he's young. Very talented, but he's young. And you're looking at a guy who's, Larry's been in this league, 6-7 years now?
Yeah.
The consistency when you watch him play, even on his fundamentally not sound plays, because Larry got some plays where I'm watching, I'm like, bro, use your hands. But he understands what he's trying to do when he's not doing it either. Whereas with DeMarvin, I don't feel like he's to that stage just yet where it's a legitimate rhyme or reason of if it's consistent or if it's not consistent. I think he's just young and just playing. And that is real. When you first get in this league, man, you hope you catch it, going into that second year. But sometimes it won't be to that third year where you really feel like, all right, it's slowing down for real. And I actually understand it. So that's the only reason why I don't think DeMarvin overtakes Larry right this season. But I do feel like going into that following season, DeMarvin definitely should be the guy or heavily in that conversation. Even by the time we get to the end of this season coming up, postseason time, I feel like DeMarvin should definitely be, heavily in a rotation and have carved out a role in that stance. But I just think early on, Larry, his floor is going to be just naturally higher because of, the type of player he is. That's why he's gotten paid what he's gotten paid. That's why he's lasted as long as he's lasted. And he wasn't even a high pedigree, first round type draft pick. But that's just, why he's able to play in his game, his age and how it is. DeMarvin right now, he's young, he's athletic. But the league is athletic. So now your next step is, can you be as fundamentally sound on a play in and play out basis? So that's, like I said, how I look at him right now. But I think it's a great scenario for DeMarvin to have Larry here, though, because Larry and Cam are very fundamental. Cam is obviously like the prototype poster boy for fundamental. Larry, he got a little recklessness with him. But for DeMarvin, he can look to both of those guys, and I think that's going to help him be more consistent with his hands, which is in turn going to help him be more explosive as a playmaker, just like Tuitt. Early on with Tuitt, didn't use his hands enough, and he would make some plays, but a lot of times, man, if a dude was fundamentally sound in front of him, Tuitt had some quiet games. But once Tuitt kind of put it together and he figured it out, it was like, all right, now you about to take that next step. It was just unfortunate what happened with his brother and then ultimately, him retiring. But when I look at DeMarvin, it's a lot of similarities. Big, athletic, strong, positional flexibility. But you got to play with your hands, man. At this level, you got to. College, you can get away with it. It's bigger, stronger, faster. But here, it's like too equal, you know what I mean? So for him, he got to get just more consistent with them hands in that pad level. Once he does that, though, I think sky's the limit.
I like what you said at the beginning. Probably long term. Mm-hmm. Like when Ogunjobi's contract runs out, you have Liao, and then I'd assume Keanu Benton. Like, is that going to be the future on our defensive line? Mm-hmm. Those two guys.
Because Keanu was more in line with, like, your Cam, per se.
Yeah, they would complement each other well, I think.
Yeah. I say so. I could definitely roll, man. Yeah,
definitely not this year.
Yeah,
we paid Ogunjobi a fair amount.
Bro. Yeah, what? Because Ogunjobi's getting, I forgot his deal. Man,
it's between 9 and 11
mil.
Yeah,
I was about to say he was up there. Yeah,
for 3 years. AC, rest in peace to the Steelers OG Clark Haggins. Hope all is well with everyone here. Appreciate everything you guys do.
Nah, big facts to the legend Clark Haggins, man, absolutely. And shout out to you, AC, man. We appreciate you tapping in with us as well, man.
Dondre Zoe, he's given his PlayStation Network name. Says Pronged Weevil 72. Add me. I need to be in the franchise.
It's all right.
It's lit. I'm from Nashville, so I'll roll the Titans.
Let's go. He's up.
So here's the question. Do we need to have him like check in when we officially say, "Hey, we're doing this"? Because I think if we start this and say, "Okay, you're in,"
then everybody's gonna be booked up, and then when we go, not
even that. I just feel like we're gonna be getting a lot of messages right now, like, "Oh, yo, add me."
No, for a fact, because I literally was about to say, "Why don't you screenshot?" But I was like, if I say that, then you're right. They gonna all be just, "Oh, I'm in." Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, like don't forget.
Yeah, let's wait. Make it easier on them. They gotta really be tapped in.
Yeah. Come back when Madden 24.
But say if they really tapped in like that, man, then we'll get it. We'll definitely get it.
AJ Martinez.
I like the name though. Weevil. I like the name.
AJ Martinez gifted a couple Arthur Metz memberships.
Shout out to AJ Martinez,
Carl, and the other to Bink the Batusa.
Man, shout out to AJ Martinez, man. Quiet but still having an impact. Now we appreciate you from the heart and hope all is well on your side of town, man. And to the gentleman that Deke just named, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Corey Rayford Jr., y'all think Deion Jones would be a good pickup for us at linebacker?
I do, if healthy and if the numbers made sense. That was the one thing when we talked about with Deion Jones. We were like, when he left from Atlanta, that number in terms of the bag that he had was a little more than we was trying to spend. But then at the same time, we look at him in Cleveland and was like, all right, well, how healthy is it? Which version do we get? Because we know that the potential with him and the talent is there, but the health has been a little bit in question, and just the number. Like, what is he willing to, can we make that number? Can we make that number work for us per se? I think that those were the two things. I know when we first, cause I feel like we talked about him early on when we first started free agency. We made that like initial list. Like Dion was up there, yeah, Quan, a couple other dudes, man.
Yeah, if you get him for cheap, I don't care.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend a lot on him. That's my whole thing, man. Especially with some of the, like I said, the injury history and the inconsistency. More importantly.
Be another connection to that Falcons era. That like Super Bowl Falcons era, right?
Yeah. They had an era?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you want to call it.
They had a little run. Yeah.
Those were some of the better Falcons teams that
yeah.
they've ever had as a franchise. We'll say that maybe.
That's actually be a good question. Because I think of like the Vic era, and I think of Jamal.
Well, hold on.
You remember Jamal Anderson when it was him? Oh my, who was the quarterback? It was
Keanu Neal was on this. I don't know if Casey was he.
Casey was. I thought Casey was down there
for the Super Bowl.
I don't think he was on the Super Bowl.
That's what I mean. I think he might have been a year later,
yeah.
But Deion Jones was definitely there for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Neal were.
Right. I don't know about Casey.
Either way, that Falcons team. That's why I said era.
I see what you mean.
That stretch of years.
I see what you mean.
Of those guys being teammates.
Fair enough.
But no, you brought up a great rebuttal. We sure we're calling that an era.
It's like I feel like it was like an
era can be good or bad. That was a time.
Yeah, they had a little run.
An era.
They had a little run. They had a little.
I'm not saying dynasty. I'm not saying they were necessarily a great
when I think
team,
of like era,
great
I think of
team.
like the Big Ben era. You said it was like 10 plus. Like I think of that, or like AB's era in Pittsburgh. It's like
you go off.
You see what I mean? Like yeah. And then I look at, okay, how long was it? And then what, we could discuss how dominant or not. If it was like 5 or under, I'm like, yeah, you had a moment or you had like a little wave.
You would say a Killer B era, though. That was like, what?
Fair, yeah.
4 years, 5 years?
But they had 4. They had a solid 4. Yeah.
Needs to be more iconic is what you're saying.
I think that's what it is.
Killer B era was iconic.
The Killer Bee was definitely iconic, bro. Like, you didn't even have to be from Pittsburgh. You knew about the Killer Bees, man. You knew about that time. Yeah, Chandler was shout out to John Easton. I just can't remember this my man's first name. It was number 12. Chandler. Who the heck was his last? Bro, I cannot remember that quarterback's name, bro. Yeah, but I remember the Dirty Bird. Yep.
828 South. What's up, guys? I missed Thursday's show. Couldn't wait till Monday, only to find out there wasn't one. I've been dealing with some withdrawal syndromes. I'm good now though. I did get the locker mates though.
I salute you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. During this time of year, it gets real busy, but in like a non. It's busy, but in like a different way. In season is busy because it's like you got shows, you got the game, you got that type of stuff. During this time of year, it's like busy because you got, all right, we're working football camps. Like I said, we got this wedding anniversary. I shouted out the wedding anniversary multiple times. I don't know if y'all caught on. Okay, just throwing that out there. My wedding anniversary is tomorrow. All right, so. You got that. And then you got vacations as well. Okay. And then Deke takes holiday. I don't know if y'all know that. Deke is like, yeah, I got to go on holiday. So
holiday.
Yeah. That's what they call it when it's like bougie. You holiday.
European.
Yeah, you go on holiday.
I don't know anything scheduled this year.
You go on holiday. Yeah.
You want me to schedule one? I don't really have one this year.
I don't think. Know. I just didn't know. I try, even if you don't schedule, I try to schedule it for both of us, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
Just so that way I don't want to be feel like I'm calling on you too much or we doing too much, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And especially when I know what the season finna be like. When the season goes, like, yo, we go. And then we didn't go all off season. So it's like, yo, we gotta take some time to relax, recharge, reset. Yeah.
Colin Coward does it, right?
He does, right?
Yeah, any of those dudes.
Like
Stephen A, they'll take breaks for a week or two.
Yeah,
it's usually during the summer.
They go, yeah.
Dog days.
Yeah.
July, August. Actually, I'm telling you, preseason. I don't know if it's just because we started doing this show recently.
I promise there's more buzz around
I feel
it, right?
like there's way more buzz around preseason.
Yes.
It's almost like must-watch TV now.
I promise it did not feel like that when I was playing, bro. It did not feel like must-watch TV. We started this podcast, and I'm like, yo, why does like the preseason matter?
I don't think it would be a wise idea to necessarily take a vacation in August.
Yeah. I look at it like, bro, if you ain't had that last trip by that last week of July, man, hey,
NFL rules, man.
It's here now, man. Seriously, bro, it is here. Yeah.
I'm not even talking for Steelers. Like even nationally,
no, like that's the thing.
There's storylines that are popping up all over the place. Like Jordan Love will probably be one for the Packers.
That's gonna be
always rookie quarterbacks, the young quarterbacks,
Yep.
any quarterbacks in competitions.
Mm-hmm. There's plenty of convos, bro.
Yeah,
plenty. Aaron Rodgers, New York with the Jets. How does that look? How disgruntled or is Diggs back happy in Buffalo? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Absolutely.
Did I see something or am I wrong? He's back to not being happy?
No. So he's back to being good.
Oh, it was something about Hopkins.
They said like why he was upset. That's what came out in terms of why he was upset. It was because he initially did a restructure like when the season ended. So the assumption for him was that the restructure would be used to bring in a guy like a D-Hop. So since then, they brought in some other players just throughout the process before D-Hop like got like officially released and all that other stuff. So that was the part that like pissed him off allegedly, because we still don't know like the whole thing, but that's kind of like what was floated out there. So basically what ended up happening, they say that they talked to him, essentially was like that still could be on the table. So that's why he kind of chilled out. But then they canceled the last practice anyway. So yeah, missed one, showed up to the other one, and he was good. So yeah, but that's that whole thing. Because remember we were saying like, what would you be pissed about? Because you already have your contract, you're getting paid, you already get fed. You know what I'm saying? Like we know some things with Dorsey, you got, you know, that comes with change, but this was also, I guess, underlined as well.
He wanted D-Hop.
Yeah, so I get it, man.
And D-Hop's visiting with teams like the Pats.
He visited the Pats and the Titans, but still unsigned right now.
Did I see this one as well? Or you tell me if I'm lying on this.
It was somebody else,
visiting
right?
the Jets.
Yeah, but it was somebody else, right?
It
was somebody else.
We don't want him going to the Jets. Well, I don't want him to go to any of those. They're all AFC, but I guess Titans would be the one.
Titans
of those three.
That would be the best.
The least
scenario.
threatening.
I don't even hate it in New England. I ain't tripping on it in New England. I don't want it in New York.
You don't think Mac can get him the ball?
I'm not tripping on Mac, bro. I don't want it in New York.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. He'd be reuniting with Bill O'Brien up there.
Mm-hmm. From Houston.
They had a falling out in Houston.
Yeah.
So I guess he's over it. Or at least they're both over it, maybe.
Or maybe
over it enough to join forces.
Maybe they're not. He took the visit. He ain't signed. Maybe he went in there and was like, oh, I forgot you was here. Oh, I'm out. Yeah, he said, oh, they brought you in here? I know that ain't who I think it is. Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, all he knew about the Patriots was they had Belichick as their coach.
Yeah, that's good.
And maybe a couple of his friends were on the team.
Like,
didn't know who the rest of the coaching staff was.
He's like, who's the OC? Oh, that's the... No way. That's the OC. I know that nose. I know that chin. I know them cheeks. I know that face. Yeah. Yeah.
A2A Style says the Falcons never had an error, just a year or two.
That about right. Because I was about to say, man, their Super Bowl run was really like out of the blue, bro.
Yeah, who'd they beat? They beat the Packers.
Mm-hmm. That was Rodgers.
Because
that was his MVP
Seahawks,
season. That was
Russ Seahawks
that was
team
Ryan.
too?
That was Matt Ryan's MVP season too.
Obviously, unless did they get a bye? Did they just beat? Yeah, they might have got a bye.
They could have.
They just
he was cooking that one.
Seahawks
season.
and Packers.
I mean, he was cooking.
Russ the Seahawks and
that was back before it was a super wild card and stuff.
Yeah, they made it. They ended up making it.
You right, A2A Style. Wouldn't call that an error. They had a moment.
He was at least a part of those teams, right? Or those three players.
Yes.
Casey, Deion Jones, and Neal. They were part of those Falcons teams around that time.
I like it.
6:20.
All right. So, we're at a crossroads right now, Deke. We got two topics that are list-based with 9 minutes of time left. How you feeling?
I feel like one of them could be less involved than the other.
I would agree.
We could get it in within 9 minutes.
Right.
What was it? Was a PFF one?
Yeah.
The cornerbacks?
Wide receivers.
Oh, it was receivers?
Receivers one today.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's tap it. All right.
I feel like that would take less time than the ESPN one.
I kind of agree because I feel like the ESPN one we're going to be talking because it's like
There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, good call. All right, so let's tap into that real quick then, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm good with this one.
All right. Man, I still put up the wrong daggone graphic. Anywho. All right, y'all work with me, man, while I work with myself. Okay, that's not the best, but y'all get what I was saying, all right? But we do, before we get up out of here, want to react to a little PFF, all right, because they did drop their rankings. And like we talk about, man, whenever we're getting ready for the season, and just full transparency, we're reacting to their rankings now. But in about a month, training camp is going to start. That is when you'll be hearing officially our rankings.
I gave you some sneak previews for the quarterback.
Y'all done got some sneaks, but y'all get the official rankings then. We're not going to give you official now. We're just going to react to them now, all right? So, now that we got that out the way, now we're good. All right.
I'm doing receivers. These
yes.
are PFF rankings.
Yes,
top 32
indeed.
receivers heading into 2023.
Man, I know we got multiple guys up here, man. Talk to me, man. Who we got? How many guys we got up here, man?
You want me to go through the whole list or just tell you what Steelers are on?
I was joking with you. You know how to peep the list. Give them the whole list
all
first,
right.
and then we'll go in there. Yeah.
I'll go through it quick. And I'm not going to list their teams or anything.
Yeah.
Just because we know who these guys are. 1, Devontae Adams. 2, Justin Jefferson. 3, Tyreek Hill. 4, Jamar Chase. 5, Stephon Diggs. 6, Cooper Kupp. 7, A.J. Brown. 8, Terry McLaurin. That seems a little high. 9, C.D. Lamb. That also seems kind of high. 10, Deebo Samuel. 11, Mike Evans. 12, DeAndre Hopkins. That seems a little low. 13, Garrett Wilson. 14, DK Metcalf. 15, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's your guy, man. You know that's your guy. You called him out. You was the first one to put us on to him, man. You did put us on to him.
His rookie year?
Yeah, remember we were going to that preseason game. You gave us a little scout report.
I did say, watch for him to get some targets.
You gave us him. You gave us them cats in Philly. Quez Watkins. And
he never
one.
came in anything.
But no, he had a run. He definitely had a run.
He cooked.
He had
Norwood.
a run. Yes, he had a run. Mm-hmm.
I'm not proud of it.
And who was the other? No, it was Quez Watkins. It was another receiver. The other receiver didn't really hit like that. Quez is still doing his thing, though. Quez had a little run since then. But it was 2 dudes that you brought up during that time, and I'll never forget that. I was like, yo, shout out to Deke, bro.
Yeah, Amon St. Brown. He's actually pretty good. DJ Moore at 16. 17, Jalen Waddle. 18, Devonta Smith. 19, T. Haggins. 20, Brandon Ayuk. 21, Chris Godwin. 22, Amari Cooper. 23, Tyler Lockett. 24, your Pittsburgh Steelers, Deontay Johnson.
Let's go.
25, Keenan Allen. 26, Brandon Cooks. 27, Michael Thomas. 28, Calvin Ridley. 29, Mike Williams. 30, Michael Pittman Jr. 31, Christian Kirk. And 32, Chris Olave. So to note, there is no George Pickens.
That's
or
what it
Allen
just sounded like you
Robinson
said. Yeah, it sounded like no GP. DJ at 24.
I feel like that's about right. I feel like it is. Maybe you can argue a spot or 2 up, but I don't know if I'm necessarily putting him definitively above Lockett and Cooper, but I'd probably put him over Godwin. Godwin's been a little inconsistent recently. You got Ayuk and T. Higgins. It's tough. I think that's his range. No, I think that's his range. Borderline top 20.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But, I'm not dropping him any further, to be honest, because I think I'd take him over Keenan Allen, who's always hurt. Yeah. Brandon Cooks, Michael Thomas. When's he ever going to see the field? Calvin Ridley, Mike Williams. I'll take him over all those guys. So this is his range. Maybe put him up a spot or 2.
Yeah, I feel like this is the low end for me for Deontay, just based on his consistency and what he's brought as, technically our wide receiver 1, which he has been, at least for us, these past couple of seasons. Now, obviously, we anticipate George taking over there, but the one that kind of caught me off guard, though, and this has nothing to do with Deontay, do you feel like Devonta Smith is better than T. Higgins? Because I don't. And I know T playing Cincy, but I feel like T's a better player right now, bro.
It's close. It's close. I mean,
I could get it being close. Who do you use better, though? That's my thing. I feel like T. Higgins is a better player than Devonta Smith. I feel like I can have T. I've seen T cook without Jamar Chase. I've seen him even cook without a Tyler Boyd. I done seen T. T is nice. I just don't know if Devonta could do that.
Are you talking just based off size?
That does play into it, but I'm also going off of what I've already seen from T. And I think that's the other part.
Good.
Devontae Cooks.
Did he hit 1,000
nice.
last year?
I think he did. He got 1,000 because him and AJ both.
He hit 900 his rookie year.
Yeah. Like, it's a different dynamic, right? Because he's the small and super speedy. Like, his game is fire. Yeah. But I don't know, bro. Like, T to me is nice, man.
I think it's really close. I think that's personal preference.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically had almost identical first and second years.
Yeah.
Like right around 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it might be. Or no, yeah, T. Haggins has been in the league longer, so he's done it for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he have like 800-900 his first year?
Yeah, but that was
last
the year
2 years he's had over 1,000.
Yeah, because his first year was the year when Burrow got hurt, right?
Yeah. They were on the team at the same time, and then Burrow got hurt. Right. Oh, man. I think I'd lean Devonta, actually.
Okay. Was it for you?
I think it's just feeling.
Yeah. They both nice, though. But I'm just like, I like T better, though, bro.
Maybe it's a little bit. It's tough to just say feeling. It almost sounds like a cop-out. Maybe I feel like Devonta Smith has more upside. You know, I think he could really be a franchise wide receiver 1.
Okay.
Because he proved to do, like, he was showing stuff. And this is the problem. T. Higgins was showing that too. His rookie year was Cincy. But they brought in Jamar Chase.
And they brought in A.J. Brown.
So, yeah, it's tough. I just feel like Devonta Smith is like that technician.
Yeah.
I saw what he did at Heisman in Alabama. I feel like that's still kind of in his cards in the NFL. Like, almost taking over games in that way.
I can see that.
Yeah, I guess the problem with T. Higgins is unless he's on his own team, we'll have to wait and see with that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Devontae could still do it with A.J. Brown being there. Like, I could almost see Devonta Smith eclipsing A.J. Brown on the Eagles as the number 1. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah, I can see that in due time because of Devonta's game. But I feel like it's just a different because, to me, Jamar Chase has a way higher ceiling than A.J. Brown. So that's why I don't feel like T. Higgins is ever going to pass Jamar.
Fair.
Whereas I'm like, I feel like, man, yeah, Devonta can catch AJ, but I don't think Devonta's going to catch a Jamar. Like, Jamar is different, man. But y'all know I'm a Jamar guy, man. But that was my thing, though, when I looked at the list, though. It was like, I don't hate the range for Deontay. I do think it's appropriate in terms of for it to be PFF, especially because they're trying to be not biased with this. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting when we do our list, though. It'll be interesting. No GP, though.
Disrespectful.
He'll be on next year. Absolutely.
I'm taking him over. See, they got Olave at 32. They might need to bump him up a little bit more. But
I saw that. I'm
taking GP over him. I'm taking him over Christian Kirk, Pittman, Williams, all those guys.
But Tom, it's hard to just say you're gonna take GP over Olave. What Olave did last year. Olave was cooking last year, bro.
He was good.
And his situation too. He was forced to be the guy.
Give me a little bit of projection in my rankings.
I can dig the projection part.
Throw a little bit of that in there.
Okay. Christian Kirk, I'm with you on the projection of Christian Kirk, though. Absolutely, I'm with you on the projection of Christian Kirk.
Here's the problem. If we're saying projection, I might have Pickens in my top 10.
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, God. Don't you start. Listen, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole today. We not.
That's the problem. He might be bypassing a lot of these guys if I throw a projection element into this.
Do not.
I'd put him, based off last year, I'd still put him in somewhere in this 32, for sure. They got Michael Thomas in this thing.
The thing that's funny is this. Well, I was going to say, this is the thing. For DJ to be in it, I do feel like it's appropriate to have GP in that convo as well, because we felt like last year they both ended numerically very similar. And we said, man, Deontay did it with about 30 more targets than GP.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
as a
GP
rookie,
had touchdowns.
Multiple, and you have multiple quarterbacks you worked with as well. Not saying that Deontay didn't, but in terms of that being your first year, you dealing with that and you still were producing and doing it in a major way, like, you definitely should be in that conversation. You definitely should be, if Deontay is not 32 up here, that means clearly you said Deontay was better than, at least 8-9 of these dudes.
Yep.
GP got to be in that combo as well. I do agree.
That's actually knee-jerk, where if I wasn't adding projection, I'd have him around that range. Like, I agree with that. Around Deontay. Maybe you're having a conversation between Deontay and Pickens.
No, I could.
Who would you have above the other?
I could agree with that.
Well, we're at 6:30.
I was about to say, yeah, we definitely got to get ready to.
We got a couple supers. I could.
Oh yeah, let's get these supers real quick. Yeah, I think it was only. I thought it was like 1 or 2 that came in actually.
2 just came in.
Yeah.
828 style. Haven't had a PlayStation since the PS2, but I got a PS5 last week because of the new Mortal Kombat. I pre-ordered that and Madden. Hope it doesn't keep me from getting any work done. I feel like it will.
Let's go. Now it's a strong possibility. I'm gonna have to look at that Mortal Kombat, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. All right, but now you already know I'm on that Madden, bro. Absolutely, the bug is real. I'm leaning into it. It's over.
Tyler LaQuatra, if DJ was on the Chiefs, he would be a top 5 receiver.
I agree. But they're 2 different style offenses, and we're talking about Patrick Mahomes. We're not comparing Patrick Mahomes to Kenny Pickett or Mr. Trubisky right now, or even been at that stage, man. We ain't about to do that. But yes, if Deontay was with that, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So wait, you think he bypasses?
I don't want to say top 5 because that's very that's a lot. But I feel like he solidifies top 10. If he's cooking how he's been cooking with all the quarterbacks that he's had,
they got McLaurin and CeeDee Lamb in this top 10.
Like Deontay.
So if those are the guys we're talking about,
yes,
sure,
absolutely, he'd be in there. He'd be top 10. I don't know if he's top 5, but he'd be top 10.
Yeah, 5. You're looking at Diggs, Chase, Hill, Jefferson, and Adams.
They some killers. That's Murder Row right there.
One of them's got to get hurt.
That's
they got Cooper Kupp at 6.
You see what I'm saying? That's Murder's Row. That's the old Triple Crown one. Yeah.
Now they have some of these rankings bad though. They got Hopkins at 12. Like I'd have him in the top 10.
But they're doing it off of the year he just came off of.
He was actually good.
Still,
he was good.
But this is my thing though. Good, but it still wasn't like how we knew.
It was just because he was suspended.
Yeah, but fair enough. Good or not good, it still statistically was not what he's accustomed to having. That's all. But I do feel you though, man, because D-Hop's still gonna be nice. When D-Hop come to Buffalo, man, he's gonna be right in that top 10.
There's no question. D-Hop's over CeeDee Lamb and Terry McLaurin.
He been playing with the little quarterback. He gonna come out there with Josh, and we gonna get him right. All right.
No.
Why you don't like him with Josh?
No.
You don't want him with Josh?
No.
That'd be good for him. It would be a breath of fresh air from the situation he came from. That's all I'm saying. Nah. But let's get this last one because I gotta roll.
I think that was it.
Oh, that was it?
On my end, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was it. Tyler LaQuatra. Shout out. All right, so quick update, okay? No show tomorrow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's my 12th anniversary for me and my wifey. I cannot record or do any work on that day. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Because I'm my boo. I'm going to be one my bae, okay? Monday, probably not going to be, okay? Because once again, working on football camps, I think we're in St. Vincent on Monday. Wednesday and Thursday definitely will be shows because next Thursday, and I will make sure I confirm this, but we should be having Presley Harvin join us, man. So, like I said, man, you want to tap in with that one, man. Get a chance to talk to him before he heads off to training camp, man. But that will be it for today's show, man. We appreciate the heck out of each and every one of y'all for tapping in with us. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, man. So, stay safe out there. We will see you all next Wednesday, all right? Next Wednesday. Yeah. And until next time, baby.
Peace.